Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Farm Bureau broadcast booth. Brought to you by agents Chris Thomas and Tanner Baggett. Stephen Fitzhugh Field at Eagle Stadium. We're on the campus of Ouachita Christian School in Monroe, Louisiana, for another edition of Ouachita Christian Eagle Football. I'd like to thank you for tuning in here on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network for tonight's Louisiana High School Athletic Association Division IV quarterfinal playoff contest between the Tigers of St. Mary's and your Ouachita Christian Eagles. My name's David Gordy, and it's going to be my privilege to bring you the play-by-play call tonight. Handling the color commentary, my broadcast partner, DK Daniel Kirkendall. And down on the sideline, our man on the field with the Marion State Bank sideline report, Nick White. And as usual, up here in the booth with us, as always, bringing you and us all the numbers from tonight's contest, Donnie Haley. Daniel, here in a moment, we're going to have a chance to go down to the sideline with the aforementioned Nick White, who is going to have a chance to catch up with Ouachita Christian varsity football coach Stephen Fitzhugh and get Stephen's thoughts as we enter tonight's contest. I'd like to remind our listeners that tonight and every night throughout the remainder of this year, this game is being streamed live in high definition at OCS.org. You go to the OCS.org webpage, you go to the live stream. You've got YouTube you can go to. I mean, when I'm at the house, Daniel, I go to YouTube, OCS football, and we're cooking with gas. A lot of different ways to access the live stream from your TV, computer, or smartphone device. Brandon McQuillan and this group of guys up here, they do such a fantastic job of bringing you these games. I've got people all over the country that tune in from time to time. We had a Hawaii viewer this year, checking out Eagle football on one of the islands, but maybe you just want to listen. Well, we're on the Wolf 92.3. You can always tune into the Wolf and get Ouachita Christian football, or continue to use the Mix LR app. Lots of options and no shortage of access to Ouachita Christian Eagle football. Daniel, Eagle fans at home, I got to tell you, it's a great night for high school football. There is a really nice, cool breeze in the air. Everybody's had a chance to fill up on some Thanksgiving dinner. And I'll tell you something about Thanksgiving dinner, D. You and I know that when we're on the air and we've got a gut full of Thanksgiving dinner, it means one thing. And that one thing is later round playoff football. And here tonight at Ouachita Christian School, it should be a great night for the Eagles. I know it's going to be a great night for football and hopefully a great night on the scoreboard for the Ouachita Christian Eagles.
Yeah, no question about it. And before we get into the details of the game, I do want to mention, I mentioned it last week, that Giving Tuesday is coming up. For all nonprofits and organizations, charitable organizations, and one of those is Ouachita Christian School. You mentioned going to the live stream. I think hopefully by now everybody's found a way to watch or listen to this game. But while you're on the website, OCS.org, just scroll to the bottom. There's a place that says donate. Okay.
How about this?
Yeah.
How about our live stream is 100% free?
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
You get ready to tune in the game tonight. You go, you know what? I'm gonna pay for access tonight. I'm gonna put a little something up there to donate. Absolutely, yeah. That's a great call.
Yeah,
great call.
Invest back into the school that's investing into these kids for that preparing youth for time and eternity. So Tuesday is this upcoming Tuesday is Giving Tuesday, and we may mention it a few times during the broadcast tonight. But yeah, I mean, especially after a week like this, I mean, how blessed are we to be able to be here after just spending a whole day stuffing our face?
Blessed.
Yes, pretty blessed. So just check that out if you get a chance on OCS.org. As far as this game goes, man, it's quarterfinals. I've been spending time with family this week, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, St. Mary's, huh? We're seeing cousins I hadn't seen in 10 years, and I'm, a little bit of me is thinking about what this Tigers team is going to bring as the number 6 seed to Stephen Fitzhugh Field tonight. So we hustled back we were out of town, hustled back today to get back in time for this, and I think it's going to be a great game. Two really good teams, two really experienced teams, and that's something we hadn't seen in a while. A team with a lot of seniors, a lot of experience. So, a lot of things can happen in a game like this. Kids that not only can play football but know how to play football from a mental standpoint.
Well, both teams out on the field right now going through their pregame warm-up. St. Mary's comes over. They bring a nice crowd up from Natchitoches, Louisiana tonight. The Tigers make the road trip, playing in their traveling whites, blue pants, royal blue pants, white jerseys with royal blue numbers, royal blue helmets with white accents. The Eagles, they're going all green tonight. The home greens, green pants, green jerseys, gold trim, and, of course, the traditional Ouachita Christian gold helmet. Both teams going through their pregame warm-ups, and you know, Daniel, we talk about it sometimes. If you're watching on the live stream, well, obviously you can see, but if you're listening, we can tell you that the St. Mary's Tigers passed the eye test. They've got several guys down on that football field that can play football. St. Mary's enters this thing as a number 6 seed, and there's a good reason why. They beat some good football teams this year, and they've got a good-looking football team down on the field tonight. Ouachita Christian is going to need to be ready to play tonight.
Yeah, no question about it. And, you know, the first thing that happens with warm-ups is special teams. And when I get here and we're setting all this equipment up, I look out on the field, and, you know, their kicker is just dropping them in from about 50-plus yards. And so, hey, you know, they got some good players out there.
Absolutely. And looks like let's go down to the sideline and check in with Nick White, the Marion State Bank sideline report. Looks like Nick's caught up with Ouachita Christian football coach Stephen Fitzhugh. Nick, how you doing?
Yeah, hey, doing great. And first off, I want to thank Grant Taylor for filling in for me last week. You know, literally last minute, as I was very ill and spent a few days at St. Francis, but good to go now. So, and glad to be back out here on the sidelines. And now we catch up with Coach Stephen Fitzhugh. Coach, Turkey Week, it never gets old. Getting ready for this football game and the quarterfinals. Take us through the week and preparation and how you guys have handled this week as far as practice and scheduling and everything like that.
We just did like a normal week. I mean, we came up Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, did our normal stuff that we typically do. And instead of coming up yesterday on Thursday, the guys took time off with their family, and we did our walkthrough this morning. We had breakfast at 9:30, and after breakfast did our normal walkthrough that we typically do on Thursday. So, you know, we've stayed in the same rhythm of what we've done all year, and it comes down to Friday nights, you got to block, tackle, catch the football, and defensively don't give up the big play.
What a great win last week for your football team, and obviously now St. Mary's comes in. You know, they spent the majority of the time at number 1 in the power rankings. They've slipped down to number 6, but obviously very talented. What are some things you're concerned about with this football team coming into this game?
Well, they have a very talented team. I mean, they do. They'll spread it out, try to dink and dunk with a quick game, and then catch you falling asleep and try to hit you over the top on a big play. You know, Drake Griffin's a big running back for them, that just a powerful kid. He and Bienview are the linebackers that had that class. Both those got D1 offers. Their kicker's a Colorado State commit. He can boot it from 55 yards out on field goal, and he was the All-State kicker last year. And again, they got a very talented team that's going to do a lot of things offensively, defensively, and we just got to execute our stuff. We've seen everything. You know, if you've gone through 11 ball games, you've seen all kinds of stuff. And so they're going to do what they do. We're going to do what we do, and it's just who executes the best tonight.
Finally, just, you know, with this week, it is, you know, we were talking about it a little while ago. It's awesome to practice this week, but it is kind of a weird week. How do you keep your guys focused whenever they're not in school and all the things, the normal things that are going on? How do you keep these guys focused and ready for this football game?
I mean, they realize it's do or die. I mean, so they're focused. I mean, again, they know there's no guarantees of tomorrow playing any more games. So we got to play this as if it's our last ball game. It's our state championship game, and so we got to come out and again execute. So they're focused because again they realize they know it's on the line, and we got to put our best game together.
Hey, Stephen, good luck to you, man. We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, guys. Hey, I do want to bust Daniel's chops a little bit. I'm a little disappointed. You know, I'm going with the beanie tonight because I actually prepared for the weather, and I've got 3 layers on. but I'm a little disappointed. Daniel is never on camera, but there's no cowboy hat, and I saw Facebook pictures of Daniel in a cowboy hat.
Well,
and I'm a little disappointed in that, but we'll make it work. I mean, if I can rock the beanie, I think Daniel can rock the cowboy hat for a football game.
It's hard to put headphones on over a cowboy hat. So otherwise, it'd be on.
There you go.
No, like I really am looking forward to this football game, and he brought up a good point about their kicker. Like, and I talked to you guys pregame. That's a weapon. Like, I mean, the kid can boot it from 47 to 50 yards. That's something to look at, through the course of this football game, obviously. So whenever they get on the plus side of the field, I mean, you pretty much have an opportunity to get some points on the board. But, we'll see, what the focus of this football team. Again, I brought it up with Coach, and he's not going to, bring it up as much. But we've talked about it. It's a weird week. I mean, it's, we're all full of turkey and ham and stuffing and dressing and all this stuff. And, you're not in your normal routine. So we'll see how this Ouachita Christian football team, because if they don't come out here focused, this St. Mary's team is ready to go. And I think we've all talked about that, pregame. So looking forward to this football game, and let's get ready. Kick this thing off, try to move to the semifinals.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Nick. Nick White with the Marion State Bank sideline report, about 15 minutes away from getting tonight's contest underway. Daniel, it seems like that this season just kind of got started a few weeks ago. I remember you and I, talking about the Bayou Jam, talking about, playing over at West Monroe, how that was going to work out. And then I remember taking the trip over to Shreveport, Louisiana, to the campus of Evangel to take on an unbelievably talented Dallas Christian team. It seems like we played Dallas Christian 3 years ago.
I know. Part of it seems like it was yesterday, and on the other hand, it does. It seems like it was a couple seasons ago.
Well, either way, here we are. We're in the quarterfinal round of the playoffs. 24 teams started this thing, and now we're down to 8 in the Division IV bracket. One thing remains the same in this round, just like it did last round. You still got a chance right now to end your season in New Orleans. You lose, and you're cleaning out your lockers next week.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, when you get down to the final 8, the quarterfinal round, it's only contenders left pretty much. I mean, it's hard to accidentally get into the quarterfinals right now. But you heard Coach Fitz, you mentioned it several times. He said execute. We just got to execute. We just got to execute. And you would think by your 11th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th game of the year that you should have that down. But I heard him after last week's game. He said, hey, we need to play our best game next week. So he doesn't say, you know what, let's put it in cruise control. We won big. We won big the last couple games. No, sir. He says, let's put our foot on the gas and let's execute and play our best game. And you think about that, that's a pretty high bar that is set, because these kids have played some of them almost 60 football games in their career, and now they're being expected to play their best. But I just think that's something interesting about this game tonight, the number of seniors on each team. So this should be a high level football game. Really good execution all over the field. We mentioned their kicker. Hey, we got a kicker too.
Last time I checked, we got a guy that can split the pipes as well.
Yeah, that's right. Now the difference is their kicker's going to get in there at wide receiver and play cornerback. Our kicker, he just kicks. He's a kicker. So plays golf and soccer too, but he's a kicker.
Oh yeah, but trivia too.
That's right. Yeah, but he can put it through the uprights, and so you look at all facets of the game. And again, this is going to be a high level football game, and it is going to be about execution.
Well, Ouachita Christian leads this series with 3 wins against no losses. The first 2 meetings I guess the 2 meetings in the series taking place back in 1987 and again in 1988. Both of those.
Can you believe
games,
that was almost 40 years ago?
Knock it off, man. both of those games season openers. One taking place actually in Monroe, the other taking place down in Natchitoches. The last meeting was a playoff contest here in Monroe in 2014. And one of the guys calling this game tonight may have played in that 87 contest down in Natchitoches, and he might have had a pretty decent night down at Turpin Stadium. All the games have been competitive, but have seen the Eagles win the contest comfortably. I'll tell you, I would expect tonight's game to be no different. I think the Eagles are going to win tonight, but I do expect it to be very competitive.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, you got to look at your opportunities tonight. That's what it's going to be. Is about seizing the opportunities. If you get good field position or you force a turnover, you've got to make the most of those opportunities. On the other hand, you got to limit mistakes. Mistakes will get you beat at this point in the season.
Well, St. Mary's is located in Natchitoches, Louisiana. It was, get this, doing a little research, St. Mary's School was founded in 1850. The Tigers had to make a 2-hour drive north to get to Eagle Stadium tonight, a drive I'm pretty familiar with, having made the Natchitoches commute quite a few times myself. Familiar enough to tell our listeners that Saul would have knocked that thing out in about an hour. Not a bad drive, but it's just long enough to be able to take a break from the coach speak. To kind of get away from, hey, be ready, hey, this and that. Gives you a chance to kind of center your thoughts, to settle in. And, with the drive that the Tigers made tonight, I don't see traveling playing much of a role in this one. And, talking to a few of the folks from Natchitoches earlier today, the Tigers are going to be ready to play football tonight.
Yeah, no question about it. We went and ate before the game tonight and ran into some St. Mary's faithful. And, when I was impressed with their knowledge of the history between St. Mary's and OCS in football and in baseball. And so, this I think it's kind of hard to wrap my head around the fact that there's only been 3 football matchups between these two teams. I mean, it's not, like you said, it's not too far away. Played in the same division, in other sports, played them in softball, I know. Basketball, I know. We played them here in the state championship a couple years ago. We played them in baseball last year in the postseason, but only 3 football matchups. I find that kind of interesting. That especially they've been around since 1850. You said, 1850. That's a long
1850.
time. Yeah, that's a long time. And
actually, if you want to split hairs, I think it was like 1847 is when they got their charter to start a school.
That's right, and a different time back then. So I hear, but. It's a historic school and also a historically good athletic program across the board. They do have one state championship that they won back in 1977. So you mentioned the game in 2014 where we beat them. We went to the Dome following that, and I actually watched some highlights on that game today, and we were ahead of Southern Lab like 40-something to 6 at halftime, and ended up running away with that game. So
it was a big.
You probably called that game.
I did. I did. It was a heck of a football game. Ouachita Christian jumped out early and often, and Southern Lab just could never put it together.
And now we're hoping to win this game and face likely Southern Lab.
In all likelihood. We're about 10 minutes away from getting tonight's contest underway. Both teams, the Eagles have gone back in the locker room. The Tigers have made their way down to the far end zone, and they're getting the rest of their equipment put on and getting ready to get this thing underway. We're going to take a quick break from here at Fitzhugh Field, Eagle Stadium on the campus of Ouachita Christian School. The Louisiana High School Athletic Association Division IV playoffs from here at Eagle Stadium. Come back and join us for more of the pregame and the kickoff to tonight's contest. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
At 3B Outdoor Equipment, we pride ourselves on our service, and now we've added another location in West Monroe, located 1 mile south of I-20 on Well Road. Our new location offers the same level of customer service you've come to expect at our Monroe store, and is stocked with additional brands like Toro and Skag. 3B Outdoor Equipment, the equipment you need and the service you deserve.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
If your car or truck is broken down, or you locked your keys in your vehicle, or you just need a flat fix, call Bears Towing and Recovery at 388-3021. In fact, why not just save the number in your cell phone? That's 388-3021. Bears Towing is on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. They understand that an emergency doesn't happen at convenient times. Bears Towing, 388-3021. Bears Towing is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
Dreyer Contracting has been walked on and driven on all over town for 5 decades. Dreyer Contracting has been serving our community for over 50 years. That's a lot of asphalt. Surface treatments, hot mix, parking lots, driveways, asphalt maintenance.
Getting this contest underway. Daniel, the Eagles enter tonight's contest as the number 3 seed in Division 4. The Eagles come in at 10-1. The Tigers come into tonight as the number 6 seed. The Tigers with a regular season record of 8-2. Of course, a playoff game last week as well. The Eagles lost, well, their only loss this year coming by way of Harding Academy. Last time I checked, Harding Academy still winning football games. The Tigers' losses are to the War Horses of Peabody and a very good Logansport team. So 8 wins, 2 losses, and the 2 losses to quite a step up in classification, taking on Peabody. And I got to tell you, a Logansport team is still playing tonight.
Yeah, there's I think we only have 3 teams from our schedule that are still playing, and 2 of them are out of state. I think Oak Grove's the only one in state that we played this year that is still playing this deep into the playoffs.
Well, it's hey, look. What it shows you is St. Mary's has played a quality schedule.
Yep.
I believe you and I discussed it maybe up until the final release of the power rating. St. Mary's was sitting in the number 1 spot.
Yeah, they held on to that for 6 or 7 weeks in a row, and then once the games ended on Friday night in Week 10, and the power ratings came out, they had dropped a little bit, and there was a lot of trying to figure out where people were going to land. There was so much shakeup that last week, and so you couldn't really do a lot of planning beforehand, but I'm not surprised that we face a team of that caliber at this point in the playoffs.
The head coach for the Ouachita Christian Eagles in his 26th season is Stephen Fitzhugh. Coach Fitzhugh now with a career record of, get this, 250 wins against 70 losses. The head coach for the St. Mary's Tigers in his 6 years, Aaron York. Coach York with an overall career record of 42 wins against 25 losses. All right, here we go. This is the moment of truth for you, Big D.
Yeah.
So the Eagles are able to win tonight. Let's just say somehow we put this thing together and are able to defeat the St. Mary's Tigers. Where are we going next week? Who are we playing next week?
Yeah, so looks like Southern Lab is the favorite on the other side of the bracket. So if they win and we win, we'll be traveling to Baton Rouge. Southern University to play Southern Lab. If they, let's see, I'm trying to think of who they play. Is it Central Catholic that they're playing?
I believe so.
I think so too. So Central Catholic, if Central Catholic wins that game, then they'll be coming here. So you know what? Go Central Catholic.
Hey, look,
so
man,
we play at home.
Absolutely. Well, the captains for both teams are about to make their way onto the field, and instead of having the coin toss, we're going to do the national anthem now. So we'll take a quick break. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
Mighty Father in heaven, we thank you so much for this evening. We thank you, Father, for this season coming up where we get to celebrate the birth of your Son. Father, we just I thank you for both schools being able to get to this point. I pray, God, that you are glorified on both sides of this field and that we recognize, God, that it is only because of you that we get to have hope in today and tomorrow. We love you. Thank you for your Son, Jesus, and it's in his name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
From Bass Fishing, we carry a full line of products and services. Come check out our impressive lineup of Ranger bass boats, pontoon boats, and aluminum boats as well. Give me a call today, 318-368-8922. Ludwig Marine would like to say go Eagles.
Number 3, Cole Yopp. And number 9, Connor Jordan.
Welcome back to the campus of Ouachita Christian School, Fitzhugh Field, Eagles Stadium. We're inside the, both looks like the captains are both both teams making their way out inside the Farm Bureau broadcast booth. Let's go down to the sideline or go down to midfield with Nick White with tonight's coin toss. Nick?
Yep, we're going to turn it over to our head official and get ready for the coin toss.
Cole Coxon is your umpire, and the rest of my crew, we ask one thing of you guys: sportsmanship, sportsmanship, sportsmanship. Okay, guys? Good, clean football, and we'll have a good night. All right, guys? The LHSA is heads. The 100 is tails, okay? What is it called, sir? Tails. He said tails. You agree?
We call tails.
No.
It is tails.
Oh, I knew it.
You have one to toss. You want to receive?
Yes, sir.
You want to kick from the clock?
Back to the scoreboard.
You want to kick to the scoreboard?
No, back to the
That's
scoreboard.
back to the scoreboard. Okay, go right.
All right, so St. Mary's, it's kind of odd, you know. Most of the times, whenever you win the toss, a lot of people are deferring, but St. Mary's, they want the football, so they're going to have it. I want to say this, and I don't know if you guys watch the NFL games, and I just saw it, what happened to the old school just quarter, the regular quarter, now we have all these foo-foo coins, but nonetheless, here we go, and St. Mary's, they want the football, and maybe they're feeling confident they can get after it.
All right, thanks, Nick. That's Nick White with the Marion State Bank sideline report, and, like we say every week, tails never fails. I mean, they call tails, they win, and interestingly.
Well, I know, and I got to tell you too, from sitting up here beside you. I mean, as he said tails, you went. Oh
man, they're gonna. But hey, you know what? I would like to receive the ball in the second half, so I think that's good. I do think there's value in scoring first. It's a it's a mental edge that you can give your team, especially if you're the I would say the considered underdog. You score first, you give your team a boost. So that's what the Tigers from St. Mary's are going to try to do right here.
Well, the Tigers want the ball. We tee this one up at the 40-yard line. Gavin Polk set to get his leg into it. You follow Eagle football, you know that Gavin Polk's got a lot of talent in his leg. Squib kick, onside kick, deep kick. He's got the full repertoire as he tees this one up at the 40-yard line. A couple of Tigers deep. Gavin gets his leg into this one. He hammers this one. It's going to be fielded cleanly down there by number 11. That's Ethan Busby.
Oh, that's holding so bad.
And no flags on the play. Busby ran out of bounds, but a decent return. Looks like they'll mark him out at the 22-yard line, where the St. Mary's Tigers will get their first shot at it. Gain of 16 yards on the return. First down and 10 for St. Mary's at their own 22-yard line. Initial drive of the night for St. Mary's. The Tigers come over in traveling whites, white jerseys with royal blue numbers, royal blue pants, royal blue helmets with white accents. The Eagles in their home green. Green jerseys, green pants with gold numbers, and of course the traditional Ouachita Christian gold helmet. First down and 10. Opening series, first play of the game. And this snap gets away from the quarterback. This is going to be a problem for the Tigers. The Tigers are going to lose the handle. The Eagles are going to have the football. It's going to be first down and goal. Looks like number 13, Tate Hamby, scoops it up. And it's going to be, they'll mark this one. Looks like maybe the 7-yard line. where the Eagles will have their first crack at it. Going to be first and goal at the Tigers' 7-yard line. Could not start off worse for the St. Mary's Tigers. Daniel, I guess it could have gone in the end zone. But other than that, boy, what a tragic way to start the game.
If it goes in the end zone, at least you get the ball back. That's about as disastrous of a start as you could imagine for a visiting team in a tough environment.
First down and goal for the Eagles at the Tigers' 7. Sophomore quarterback Luke Vadrine in the shotgun. 2 running backs join him in the gun. One of them, Zach White. He gets the call. Zach did not get touched. One of the reasons why was because number 35, John Turner, may have been one of the best kick-out blocks I've seen.
Dude, his block pushed the guy back about 6 yards, and then he falls on his back. I mean, great block, and that was about as easy as it gets for Zach White. He may be disappointed he didn't get to hit anybody.
That's a very distinct possibility. That touchdown brought to you by the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct. For all your diamond needs, visit their store located on Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Good snap, good hold, and Gavin's kick is right down the middle.
Nice job by
Washita
Turpin.
Christian will take the lead now, 7-0.
Yeah, Turpin, the holder, had to come out of his crouch a little bit, got the ball back down. But before the game, I talked about, opportunities and mistakes. And right there you saw both of those unfold in favor of the Eagles. The mistake, the snap that goes over his head, and then the first play, the Eagles capitalize on that. And that's what it's going to take to win games at this point.
Well, I don't think we give Patrick Turpin actually enough credit. I mean, you and I both, we see Gavin splitting the uprights on these extra points, but they've been on several occasions this year where Patrick's had to do some, I guess you would say maybe rescue work as he pulled one down, picked it up off the ground, and somehow able to get it on there. And Patrick Turpin also does a great job for the Eagles at receiver, but a nice job of corralling that one. But he's done it more than once, more than just that one this year, Daniel. Done a good job holding for the Eagles.
There's a lot going on in a short amount of time, receiving that snap and getting it on the block and spinning the laces.
Here we go. Polk tees it up at the 40. This is going to be a low knuckleball, and the Tigers are going to have much better field position this time, as that one just maybe slipped off Gavin's foot. It's going to travel out of bounds around the 20. But I think the Tigers will be happy to have the football first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. 11 minutes and 45 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Scoreboard says 0-0, but the scoreboard's wrong. 7-0, Washita Christian.
Yeah, a slight mishit by Gavin there, but looked like he was trying to get his foot into that one because that ball was about 65 miles an hour down the field, straight out of bounds. So just mishit it a little to the right.
Mixon Bankston, the starting quarterback for the St. Mary's Tigers. Senior. He's got an eye backfield behind him. 2 receivers, 1 left, 1 right. Going to send 1 in motion. Bankston gets another high snap. He had to do a juggling act to get a hold of that one. That's number 11 on the carry for the Tigers, Ethan Busby. Busby finds a little bit of a soft spot on the far side of the field on the Eagle defense, and he's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 8. Daniel, I got to tell you, that snap almost sailed over his head as well.
Yeah, and it was coming in hot, too. Bankston has to jump up and catch it. But the formation and the motion looked like the exact same play they tried to run on the first play from scrimmage with the high snap.
Fullback lead, toss, sweep. 2nd down and 8 for St. Mary's.
Oh, we got a stack.
Triangle formation, a bunch formation to the right. Bankston pulls it down, throws it out. He's got some running room. That's actually complete to number 6, Ben Bienvenu. And Bienvenu is going to pick up 3 yards. Big 3rd down play coming up for the St. Mary's Tigers is it'll be 3rd and 5 at their own 41-yard line.
Throughout the week in an interview, Coach Fitzhugh said that this team, had shades of Harding Academy. And right there, that's when you see it. That's the play that they ran, just a quick pass out to the sideline. Your receivers are blocking for you and pick up what you can. But now, like you said, they're faced with a tough 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5. Second possession of the night for St. Mary's. First one resulted in a fumble or bad snap and a touchdown for the Eagles. They're
That's not gonna happen.
Boy, I tell you, that was a tough read because the quarterback, he knew if he handed it off, it was going to be a 2-yard loss. He knew if he kept it, it was going to be a 2-yard loss. So instead, he opts for the 2-yard loss. So it's going to be, actually a loss of 1. So it's going to be 3rd down now and 6, or 4th and 6 And it looks like the Tigers will send out the punting unit.
Yeah, monster play by Ben Duvall. Just blows through the line and swallows up the ball carrier for that loss. Nice play.
Now St. Mary's gets to punt to arguably the most dangerous punt returner in the state in any classification, and number 13, Tate Hamby. Tate will stand with his heels at the Eagle 20. Good snap, actually going to be a little bit of a high snap, but it does get handled. Number 22, Payne Williams, is going to handle the punting chores for the Tigers. It's going to be an illegal procedure call, so they'll back them up 5 more.
Do they have 10 men on the field, too? No, they got 11.
So now they'll back it up. It's going to be now 4th and 11. As Williams is going to punt this one, standing at his own 20-yard line. Good snap this time. Gets his leg into it. A high punt, not a lot of distance to it, and Tate's going to chase everybody off. It's going to take a Tiger bounce. Wow, it takes a big Tiger bounce. It's going to travel inside the 30, now inside the 25, where it'll come to rest. It looks like at about the Eagle 23-yard line, where the Eagles, with their second possession of the night, first one resulted in a 7-yard touchdown run from Zach White. Went in untouched.
Yeah,
punt covers 42 yards, Daniel. No return.
Last week against Westminster, they didn't give Tate Hamby a single chance to return a punt there. Now we have a different approach, but, you know, with the same in game right there. Don't let Tate get the ball, so he kicks it sky high. Gets a great bounce for the St. Mary's Tigers.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Second possession of the night. Sophomore quarterback Luke Vadrine will go to work. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Play action. Throws this one to Dugan. Dugan's got it at the 30. And going to go backwards and actually going to pick up 5. Well, let's see. Depending on where they give him forward progress to, but it's a gain of 5, so it is actually a gain of 6. So it is going to be second down and 4. The Eagles waste a little time out of the huddle. Actually, no huddle. Luke waits for the play call. Second down and 4. Second and 4 at the 30. Good snap from center. Keeps this one on the ground. Zach's going to make one man miss, and it looks like he's going to be real close to the first down. He needed 4, got 5, so it's going to be first down for the Eagles. Enough for another community pharmacy first down.
Yeah, nice run by Zach White. Good play call just to give it to him and that down and distance, second and 4. Trust that he's going to pick it up, and that's exactly what he does. 2 good carries for Zach tonight.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Vadrine in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Lone running back with him in the backfield is Zach White. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Zach. Zach's got some running room.
Nice blocking.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, a nice hold that time by that Eagle offensive line. Looks like he's going to have enough for a community pharmacy first down, as he does. Gain of 13 yards on the play, and the running game is going for the Eagles. Vadrine again in the shotgun, again with White. Again, Zach runs over the first man. A physical run, but the Tiger defense able to hem him up. But, boy, I tell you what, the initial contact, Daniel, the young man paid a price. Big lick delivered by the senior running back. A gain of 4 yards on the play, second and 6.
Yeah, you got to love that. You know, the Eagles get a big run from Zach White, and then just hurry to the line. Don't even call a play. Just know, hey, if we pick up a first down, we're running that same play again. That's what they do. Second and 7, very manageable.
Vadrine in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Good snap. Play action. Throws this one to Dugan again. Dugan with a nice job of catching the football. That time, Daniel getting north and south in a hurry. No sideline to sideline as Dugan pushes the pile forward. Picked up 9 yards on the play. More than enough for another community pharmacy first down.
Yeah, a little bit of traffic there for Dugan. He catches the ball, and first thing he does is cover the ball up, which is a very smart play by a senior. And Drew Dugan there to pick up the
first down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the Tiger 40-yard line in St. Mary's territory. Vadrine in the shotgun. White joins him in the gun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Play action. Luke steps into this one. He's going to let it fly. And Hudnall's going to have that one go through his hands.
Yeah.
Tough catch right there. But, you know, Daniel, from our perspective, it looked like he may have had a shot at it. But we got a penalty marker on the field on the far side of the field.
Yeah, there wasn't much there for Luke. I mean, intended for Jet Hudnall, but he was covered very well by the defender on the far side. That was number 11, Busby.
Jet did a nice job of positioning himself that time, Daniel. Had a chance to pull that one in, but again, good coverage. Would have been a tough catch. It looks like the Eagles may be the victims of an illegal man downfield. It is an RPO, and that's exactly what it is. So the Eagles are going to be penalized 5 yards on the play. And I tell you what, if I'm the St. Mary's sideline, Daniel, I'd probably decline that one.
Yeah, I know. Make it 2nd and 10 or 1st and 15.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah.
1st down and 15. The Eagles penalized 5 yards. On those RPOs, sometimes the linemen do get downfield. Luke decided to let that one fly, and he may have had somebody blocking downfield.
Yeah.
1st down and 15 for the Eagles at the St. Mary's 45-yard line. 3 receivers to Luke's right, 1 to his left. Eagles traveling from right to left from our vantage point. Zach White in the shotgun with him. Good snap, play action, throws this one quick. He's got a man, that's Tate Hamby. Tate Hamby is going to have enough for the 1st down.
Man.
Needed 15, and he picked up more than that. A gain of 19 on the play and enough for another community pharmacy 1st down. The Eagles, again, with their foot on the gas, wasting no time. Already at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
They go to the wristbands, and the play call from offensive coordinator Drew Vadrine.
Might be a little double move here.
Luke in the gun. White joins him as the deep back in the shotgun. Good snap. Keep this one on the ground with White. He's got some running room. Now he's across the 20, inside the Washam Agency red zone. Nice gain on the play of 8 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, actually 7 yards on the play. So it's going to be 2nd down and 3 inside the Washam Agency red zone at the 19-yard line. Vadrine again wastes no time in the gun, and everybody and their brothers moving except the football. So it's going to be a false start against the Eagles, and they're going to back them up 5 yards.
Outstanding run by Zach on that last play. You saw some shiftiness, some good vision there, and now they're going to get 5 of those yards back on that, I guess, 10-man false start.
I think everybody was in on the joke except the center. 2nd down now and 8. Ball at the Tiger 24. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. White, the lone running back in the backfield. Play action. Luke's going to roll. Now he's going to unload. It's got a man. Nice catch on this side of the field, and that's Turpin. Turpin does a nice job, Daniel, on those comeback routes on the outside. He's caught several of them this year, and when he catches them, they usually result in a 1st down, and so does that one. Needed 7, got 8, and that's enough for a community pharmacy 1st down. The Eagles go back inside the Washam Agency red zone now with the ball. 1st down and 10 at the St. Mary's 12-yard line.
That was a throw that Luke Vadrine looks comfortable when he makes. Kind of on the run with his body, just throwing to the sideline. That was a good-looking play.
5 minutes left to play in the 1st quarter. Eagles lead 7-0. 1st down and 10 at the Tiger 16. Man in motion is Hamby. And, of course, it never fails when we run the jet sweep setup. We have a motion called. Too many men moving, and that's what's going to be here. Illegal procedure against the Eagles, and they'll back them up 5 yards.
Other than the penalties, the dead ball penalties, Eagles offense looks really sharp tonight, running
Clean.
things well. It does, when the ball's in play. But, they've got to get this communication and pre-snap stuff worked out.
Back outside the Washam Agency red zone. 1st down and 15. Ball at the Tiger 21. Luke Vadrine in the shotgun. 2 running backs join him in the gun. Turner and White. Play action. Looks to throw. That looks like Hamby on the far side of the field. He's got a touchdown. Ouachita Christian. Number 13, Tate Hamby, is going to haul in the pass. Touchdown pass is going to cover 21 yards. That touchdown and all Eagle touchdowns brought to you by the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct. Number 18, Gavin Polk, on to attempt the extra point. Patrick Turpin will hold. Eagles trying to add to a 13-0 lead. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and he got it.
Yeah, you get single coverage on Tate in the red zone. You got to take a shot right there, and he was covered well. but there was nothing the defender could do. And that's a matchup that's not going to change the rest of the night. They're going to end up double teaming him, but hey, you got Jet on the other side that can have a big game too.
Well, that's going to give the Eagles a 14-0 lead. We want to thank our Road to the Dome playoff sponsor, Randall's Captain Avery's Seafood and Specialty Meats. And we want to thank the fine folks at Randall's as they decided to sponsor the Eagles' Road to the Dome. We want to thank them for their fine, long time and continued support of Eagle athletics. And Daniel, let's take a chance, go down to the sideline and check in with Nick White and a Marion State Bank sideline report. How we doing, Nick?
Hey, doing great. I got a couple of things that I want to point out. Number one, beautiful throw by Luke right there. I mean, just put it right in the breadbasket. Perfect throw to Tate right there. And then I want to go back to the first touchdown. And the first thing Zach White said whenever he got on the sideline was, did you see what John Turner did? Did you see what John Turner did? And going back to that block. And so that's that's leadership, but also understanding, that obviously his teammates got his back. So back to you guys.
Thanks a lot. Nick White with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Nice kick that time out of Gavin, fielded down inside the 10-yard line. I say fielded, bobbled initially by the return man for the Tigers. But after he manages to get a hold of it, Daniel, he picks up 9 yards on the return, but it's going to be tough starting field position again for the Tigers. The inside their 20-yard line, they spot this football at the St. Mary's 18, where St. Mary's will have their third possession of the night. First possession resulted in a really poor snap that traveled almost to the end zone. Eagles scored. Second one resulted in a punt. Eagles scored. Third possession of the night, St. Mary's has got to get something going. An I backfield behind their quarterback, Nixon Bankston. 2 receivers, one left, one right. Bankston looks to run the option, and it just never got started.
I think that was Maddox King that was just all over it.
Physical play that time by the Eagle defense. Going to be a loss of 5 yards, and the Tigers are heading in the wrong direction.
Man, that was great defense, team defense by the Eagles there. There was no pitch man available, no give man, no man downfield to throw it to, and Maddox King steps up and drags the quarterback down. Really nice play.
Second down and 15 for the St. Mary's Tigers. Trailing in this contest right now 14-0 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Maddox coming from the backside to make that play.
Maddox King can run.
Yep.
Second down and 15. Bankston in the shotgun. One running back with him in the gun. Pulls this one down. Looks to throw it quick out in the flat. And it's not going to really work out too well. But Bankston takes an unbelievable lick. And guess who hit him?
That was Noah Lovelady. 0 time to throw the ball. That was catch the snap and throw the ball. And as soon as he's releasing the ball, he takes a lick by Noah Lovelady, who just explodes through the line there.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. The Tigers heading in the wrong direction. It's going to bring up third down and 16. They spot the football at the Tiger 12.
You could probably hear the collective ooh on the, from the crowd mic on that one.
Noah Lovelady is a very difficult person to deal with on the defensive side of the football. Pressures the quarterback, plays out in the flat, plugs the middle. Bankston looks to run the draw play, and he does. And that, positive yardage that time for the Tigers as they pick up 3 yards on the play, but it's going to still be fourth down now and 13 as they spot this football at the Tiger 15-yard line. And again, St. Mary's will have to punt the football. And again, the Eagles will send Tate Hamby deep.
Yeah, no Lovelady with the tackle there on cue. Gets credit for a quarterback hit on the play before, but now gets in the scorebook, the stat book with the tackle.
Hamby with his heels at the Tiger 49. Now back up across midfield. This is going to be another high punt, Daniel, but short. And this one again is going to take a Tiger bounce. Hamby thought about it and then thought better and let that one come to rest just inside Tiger territory at the St. Mary's 49-yard line. Punt covers 34 yards. Nothing on the return. Want to thank tonight's first quarter sponsor, the Darren Dugan Agency. For all your home, auto, life, and business insurance needs, call Darren Dugan, 318-807-2100. That's 318-807-2100. We want to thank the fine folks at the Darren Dugan Agency for their continued support of Ouachita Christian Eagle football. First down and 10. Third possession of the night for the Eagles. The first two resulted in touchdowns. Sophomore quarterback Luke Vadrine will have the football at the Tiger 49. First down and 10. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Sends Turner in motion. Good snap. Keeps this one on the ground. White's got some running room. He's across the 45. Now he's across the 40. Now he's across the 35. Now he's across the 30. Down to the 10. The 5. Touchdown! Ouachita Christian! Zach White with one of the most physical runs I've seen out of a high school running back in quite some time. He should have been tackled 3 times, but somehow, some way, that young man continues to run the football. And I got to tell you, punishing people in the process.
He's a runaway train with the ball in his hands. He runs over 3 people in one play. I mean, it's just, he doesn't even hesitate, just runs right through them.
Touchdown run covers 49 yards. Gavin Polk on to attempt the extra point for the Eagles. Good snap, good hold, and that's a good kick as Polk splits the uprights and adds to the Eagle lead now 21-0. I got to tell you, man, that's about as old school as old school gets. Good grief.
And, Zach's been battling a couple of nagging injuries the last couple games.
Yeah, it looks like it's killing him.
He's back. I mean, that's the first real, Zach White run that we've seen in about a month and a half. And, he just blows through anybody that gets in his way.
Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Nick White, the Marion State Bank sideline report. How we doing, Nick?
Hey, doing great. So I want to say this. I thought that Zach's run against Dallas Christian in week 1, where he trucked 3 defenders, was the most impressive that I've seen. That just topped it. That was fantastic. And I mean, just imposing his will on St. Mary's, and just an awesome physical running back, and just a great run right there. Second touchdown of the night for Zach White in what could be his final game here at Stephen Fitzhugh Field. He's leaving it all out there. 21-0 Eagles.
Thanks a lot, Nick. Nick White with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Polk tees this one up at the 40-yard line. Makes his approach. It's going to be a high kick. Going to travel inside the 5, and it's going to be bobbled again by the St. Mary's return man. This time he's going to be hemmed up inside the 10-yard line, and again the Tigers will start with pretty tough field position inside their 15. It looks like they'll spot it at the 12. Gain of 16 yards on the return. So it's going to be, 11 yards on the return.
Yeah, nice kick by Gavin right there, and a really good coverage. Best coverage of the night for the Eagles right there. Jude Turner getting the tackle down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll put this one at the 12. So the Tigers will start this drive, first down and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Tough field position the last couple of possessions for St. Mary's. Bankston will bring them to the line. An eye backfield behind him in the shotgun. 2 receivers, 1 left, 1 right. Turns. They run the pitch, and that's a problem. This Ouachita Christian defense is stingy, stubborn, and flying to the football tonight. As it's going to be a loss of, we're going to have to wait for Donnie to put the numbers together, but it looks like 5. Second down and 15. As again, St. Mary's just heading in the wrong direction.
I think that was Maddox King again making a play in the backfield. So, man, fantastic first quarter for the Eagles defense and for Maddox King.
Second down and 15. Ball at the Tiger 7.
Oh, it was Andy Melton. Nice. Andy Melton.
Split backfield behind Bankston. 2 running backs with him. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's going to roll that way, and now he's going to have problems. Eludes a couple of Eagle defenders and gets out of bounds, and he picks up a couple of yards in the process. Looks like the Eagles putting some pressure on him in the backfield, but a gain of 2 yards on the play. So it is going to bring up third down now, and let's call it 3rd and 13.
Yeah, dangerous play for the Tigers here. Not a lot going on offense tonight, and you do not want to find yourself in 3rd and 13 against this Eagles defense tonight.
3rd down and 13 for St. Mary's. Ball at their own 10-yard line. 40 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Ouachita Christian 21, St. Mary's 0. Bankston in the shotgun. Two receivers, actually three to his left, one to his right. Tigers traveling from left to right. Bankston pulls this one down. He gets it out in the flat, but that's really going to go nowhere as the Eagle defense is there again to answer the call. Nice job on the far side of the field. Looks like Cutbirth running the receiver out of bounds. Loss of 1 yard on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down and 14, and I would assume the Tigers are going to have to punt this football again.
Oh, yeah, you're inside your own 10-yard line. Pretty safe play right there. Of course, it doesn't result in much, but at least you don't turn the ball over. But I know you love to say it. They're about to kick the ball to a threat at returner.
Well, you get a little breathing room, and then you realize, you know what? I've got to punt this thing to a guy that can take it to the house. And he's going to stand this time a little closer to the football. I think Mr. Hamby may have realized that I got to get a little closer.
Yeah.
Daniel, they had a penalty mark on the play. It's going to be an illegal procedure call. But the punt, well, Tate fielded that one cleanly.
Yeah, he's inside the 40-yard line fielding that one, and now he's going to scoot 5 yards up. So he's going to stand around the 32, 33-yard line of the St. Mary's Tigers here to receive this punt.
Handling the punting chores for the Tigers, it's number 22, Payne Williams. Williams will punt this one out of his end zone. And again, boy, boots this one really high.
He's going to
hang out under, and he does. He's going to make one man miss. Now he's across. Oh, my goodness. We got penalty markers on the play. But in all fairness, the penalty marker comes in, but they're able to corral Tate that time. Instead of calling a touchdown back, they're going to call about a 7 or 8 yard gain back. But must have been an illegal block of some kind because the Eagles definitely already walking that way as the officials get ready to mark this one off. It's a holding call against Ouachita Christian, and they'll clip him for 10 yards from the foul and back this one up. Daniel have to wait for the final spot, but the Eagles are going to maintain possession of the football.
And in St. Mary's territory, I believe,
And with 26 seconds left to play here in the first quarter, the Eagles will start their drive at the Tiger 45.
Listen, that was a really high punt, and there's no reason that Tate should have had an opportunity to return that, but there was no coverage on him. They were standing right there. It didn't even look like any of the gunners were fighting to get to him.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Two running backs in the backfield with Luke Vadrine. Good snap from center.
Ooh.
Keep this one on the ground. Nice run that time, and actually hands that one off to Macon Leonard. Leonard with a nice little run right over the right side of the Eagle offensive line. A gain of 7 yards on the play. It's going to set up 2nd down and 3 for the Eagles at the Tiger 39-yard line. And I believe the Eagles are going to allow the clock to expire here in the first quarter. I want to thank everybody tuning in to tonight's contest. Division IV quarterfinals here at Eagle Stadium, and the Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to maintain a 21-0 lead over the St. Mary's Tigers here at Stephen Fitzhugh Field. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network. Back inside the Farm Bureau broadcast booth. Brought to you by agents Chris Thomas and Tanner Baggett.
2nd and 3 for the Eagles.
2nd down and 3 for the Eagles. Ball at the Tiger 38-yard line. Luke Vadrine in the shotgun. 2 running backs with him in the gun. Luke pulls this one down, looks to throw. He's got a man that stayed handy. That's going to be a problem. Actually, really good coverage that time downfield by the Tigers. You know, Daniel, you have to give credit where credit's due sometimes. As number 11 for St. Mary's, Ethan Busby. Busby goes up with Tate. Is actually able to get his body between Tate's and the football. And that's going to set up 3rd down and 3 for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think that's one of those throws that Luke would have liked to gotten rid of just a tad earlier and thrown it out in front of Tate, letting him run to the ball. But the throw was a tad behind. It was a jump ball, and nice job by Busby breaking it up.
3rd down and 3 for the Eagles. Ball at the Tiger 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Luke's going to run this one himself. He's got some running room. He's across the 30-yard line, and he's going to be run out of bounds inside the 30. Looks like they'll spot this one right around the 26 or 27-yard line. It looks like a Tiger may be shaken up on the play. Needed 3, picked up 11, and that's more than enough for a community pharmacy 1st down. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Nick White and the Marion State Bank sideline report. Nick, how you doing down there?
Yeah, doing good. Unfortunately, Ethan Busby, right in front of me, you know, the training staff is checking him out for St. Mary's, and hopefully, you know, this young man will be okay. We got the training staff, Coach Fitzhugh is checking on him as well. I wanted to mention about Zach White a little bit. You know, he just had to go kind of get retaped. I talked to him just briefly on the bench, and he's dealing with a little bit of blisters on his feet. And I told him, I said, well, it didn't look like it bothered you on that last run out there, but he went, got some patches on that, and hopefully we'll be back in the football game here very, very soon.
Absolutely. That Nick, that either he will or he won't, because you know, hey, you never know, man. It's be nice to be able to have get Zach to get a breather if he can, right?
Yeah, no doubt. And you know, that's a tough young man, and obviously, you know, I think they got him patched up, and I think he'll be out there. But he also said, hey, Macon's got this. Macon Leonard, he said, hey, he's got my back. So, you know, I trust that. And, you know, these guys are just coming out here. You know, what I'm seeing being on this sideline right now, and I think we were concerned about it, and maybe we made more of it than probably we should have. You know, getting focused, being ready for this football game. There's no doubt in my mind, being down here on the sideline, that this Ouachita Christian football team was ready for this football game, and I think we're seeing it on the scoreboard right now.
I don't care how tough you are, blisters hurt.
Oh, come on,
heck
man.
Heck yeah.
1st down and 10. Thanks a lot, Nick. Nick White with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Luke Vadrine picks up 11 yards on the quarterback keeper. Sets up the Eagles with 1st and 10 at the Tiger 26. Sends Turner in motion. Calls for the ball. Gives this one to Zach. Nice kick out block. Zach gets behind it. But the Tiger defense does a nice job that time. Gain of 2 yards on the play. They closed in on it. Hemmed Zach up and brought him down. Gain of 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 as they put this football at the Tiger 25.
I think I have time for a quick score update. Southern Labs up 7-0 on Central Catholic in the,
Come on,
in the second
Central
quarter.
Catholic.
Yep.
Come on, Central Catholic. 2nd down and 8 for the Eagles. Ball at the Tiger 25. 11 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Ouachita Christian 21, St. Mary's 0. Luke Vadrine in the gun. Zach White joins him. Turner joins him in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Good snap. Luke pulls us down, throws it out in the flat. That's complete to Turpin. Turpin's going to make one man miss. And a nice job of moving the football after the catch. Made that one initial move, Daniel, and got forward. It's going to be close, and gain of 8, and it is enough for a community pharmacy 1st down, and it puts the Eagles inside the Washam Agency red zone at the Tiger 17-yard line.
That was a nice job by Patrick Turpin there. Catches the ball, has one man to beat, and he does, but buys enough time to get the 7 or 8 yards, whatever he needed for that 1st down, and just enough. That was a good play.
1st down and 10 for the Eagles at the Tiger 17. Vadrine in the shotgun. White joins him in the gun. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Zach. Zach's going to freeze one man, makes another man miss. Now he's inside the 5-yard line before he's brought down, but a nice, tough run by Zach White again. And you know, Daniel, you can just see those runs of Zach White's adding up. They're just taking it out of these Tigers. A gain of 13 yards on the play. First down and goal for the Eagles at the Tiger 4 inside the Washam Agency red zone. The Eagles trying to add a little bit more to a 21-0 lead. 9 minutes and 44 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Vadrine looks to the sideline. An offset eye backfield beside him in the shotgun.
They're going to double Tate right here.
Hamby, the lone receiver to the right. Good snap from center. Gives this one to Zach. And
Move.
Well, oh my goodness. There's 3 guys, and he stood in tackling.
Yep.
He goes in for the touchdown as Zach White takes it in from 7 yards out. Actually, 4 yards out on that one. So it is going to be a touchdown for the Eagles, and Zach White going to pick up his second? Third rushing touchdown of the night?
Third, yeah, that's third. That's 3 for Zach.
Patrick Cutbirth on to Patrick Cutbirth. Gavin Polk on to attempt the extra point for the Eagles. Good snap. Kicks up, and it's good.
Pick your poison there. I mean, you want to double team Tate Hamby, take a guy out of the box, and then Zach just pushes the rest of the guys into the end zone.
Boy, I tell you what, that was a really nice run by Zach. And then you hear Nick talking about dealing with blisters on the bottoms of his feet. But I'll tell you another thing. One of the things that that I think about too is, I mean, Daniel, there were 4 guys that hit him on his way into the end zone, and none of them tackled him.
Yeah, but you ever tasted a food for the first time and you're not sure if you're going to like it or not, so you're not willing to fully commit? That's what that defense looked like right there. They weren't sure if they really wanted all of Zach White on that run. They were kind of timid going up to meet him head on.
No, it's
you mentioned that. I mean, you see these runs piling up and taking it out of this St. Mary's defense, and that was that was evident right there on that last run.
Number 18, Gavin Polk on the kick for your Eagles.
Gavin Polk will tee this one up at the 40-yard line. The Tigers are going to send a couple of guys deep.
And number 18.
Looks like number 6, Ben Bienvenu. And number 18, John Paul Thibodeau. Gavin gets his leg into this one. It's a high kick, end over end, going to be fielded cleanly at about the 15-yard line.
Oh, nice tackle.
A nice open field tackle made that time by the Eagles. Thibodeau on the return for St. Mary's. Gain of 10 yards on the return. So the Tigers with a little bit better field position here as they'll start off outside of their own 20-yard line. Looks like they'll spot this at the Tiger 25. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Ouachita Christian 28, St. Mary's 0.
Yeah, Thibodeau goes to return that punt, catches it on the run, and Patrick Turpin is just streaking down the sideline right there and lays a nice hit. Goes low, knocks him down. Great open field tackle by Turpin.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. Bankston operates with 1 running back with him in the backfield. 3 receivers and a bunch formation to his right, 1 to his left. Good snap from center. Bankston rolls. Tries to find some time. He's going to pull this one down, and he's going to be sacked.
I mean, absolutely nowhere to go.
And that's a big sack, too. That's going to be a big loss of yardage at that time. A loss of 11 yards on the play. It's going to bring up now 2nd down and 21 for St. Mary's. Back them up inside their 15. So now you'll be looking at 2nd and 21 from the Tiger 14-yard line.
Man, if you're watching the live stream, you see there were 6 Eagle defenders in the backfield. And they make that tackle. They just didn't allow Brixton anywhere to go.
2nd down and 21 for the Tigers. Bankston in the gun. Good snap from center. Pulls it down, unloads, and he completes a pass. A nice throw and a nice catch that time by the Tigers as he found his receiver, number 6, Ben Bienvenu. Gain of 11 yards on the play. Would be enough for a first down, but the sack is going to cause them some problems.
No, it was 2nd and 20, so that would have got him back to the original line of scrimmage. And then there's a flag in the backfield.
There's going to be holding, roughing the passer against the Eagles. Holding, not holding. Personal foul, roughing the passer. Huh.
Yeah, it was thrown way back in the backfield. That was a good throw by Bankston right there and caught. I think that's their most positive play on offense of the night, and then they add 15 to it and pick up the automatic first down with the roughing the passer.
First down and 10 for St. Mary's following the roughing the passer call. Ball is now at their own 40-yard line. First down and 10 for the Tigers.
Best field position for the Tigers tonight.
Bankston in the gun. Empty backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 right. Pulls this one down.
Oh.
Quick pass, and it's incomplete. It's going to bring up second down and 10 for St. Mary's.
Man, I tell you, there is pressure every single play that Bankston drops back. That time it was Stacy Shaw, and I think it was Parker Payne in the backfield. And it looked like they were kind of careful. They didn't want to get another rough in the passer, so they just kind of, bothered him and annoyed him a little bit, and he made an errant throw because of that.
Second down and 10 for St. Mary's. Ball at their own 40-yard line. Bankston operates out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Lone running back with him in the backfield. Good snap from center. Play action. Throws this one. He's got a receiver. It's going to be incomplete. Number 19. Daniel, I would say that Nathan Slaughter was looking around.
He was. He heard those footprints on that turf coming after him, and from about 3 different directions right there. He goes up to catch it and tries to bring it in and look upfield and just slings the ball straight into the turf.
It's going to bring up third down and 10 for the Tigers. Best field position of the night so far. Will they be able to get anything out of it? Third down and 10. Bankston with 1 running back with him in the backfield. 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Third down and 10. Heels at the Tiger 35. Good snap. Feels some pressure. Unloads this one quick. Eagles are going to be out of position on the outside, but they make up ground in a hurry.
Yeah.
The pass was complete that time to number 11, the running back, Ethan Busby. Kind of checked it down to him, feeling the pressure, but it's going to be a loss on the play. Looks like he'll lose 2, so it's going to bring up fourth down and 13. And the Tigers will have to punt the football again.
It's good to see Busby back in the game, after going out for a few plays.
Number 22, Payne Williams, is going to punt this one. The Eagles are going to make it a little tougher on the Tigers. They'll send 2 men deep this time. Jed Hudnall and Tate Hamby. Make sure somebody can track this thing down. Good snap. It's a good kick, too, a real high kick. Hamby's going to wave it off and call it off, and now it's going to take an Eagle bounce as it checks up and rolls sideways, where the Eagles now start this drive, first down and 10 at their own 31-yard line. 7 minutes and 2 seconds left to play here in the first half. Ouachita Christian 28, St. Mary's 0. Punt covers 31 yards, no return. First down and 10 for the Eagles.
Like with that punt safe, the punter took a little bit more time to make sure he lets his coverage team get down the field, and so there was really no opportunity to make anything happen there for Jet or for Tate.
Vadrine will go to work from his own 31-yard line. Zach White joins him in the shotgun. Deep back. 2 receivers split wide to the left. 1 to the right is Tate Hamby. Luke calls for the ball. Play action. Unloads this one. Complete. Hudnall with a catch that time.
Looks like it's going to be enough for a first down.
And that's going to be enough for a community pharmacy first down. He needed 10. He picked up 11, and the Eagles move the chains.
Slant route by Jet Hudnall. Makes a nice catch and turns it upfield to pick up the first down.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball now at their own 43-yard line.
And I think that's Jet's first catch of the night.
6 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in the first half. Ouachita Christian 28, St. Mary's 0. Vadrine calls for the ball. Looks to throw and does. Got a receiver across the middle, and guess who? Oh, that's Dugan, and Dugan pulls it in, and he's going to have more than enough for a community pharmacy first down. I tell you something, Daniel, if you're watching the live stream or if you're not, let me just tell you this. Luke Vadrine is throwing this thing to a lot of guys, and he's working different angles and sectors of the field. I mean, he is moving the football around, and you're seeing a lot of different guys catching the football tonight.
Well, it looked like Dugan just runs a little curl route right there and just sits down, in space. And I think that was a check down that Luke made right there and made a great throw. Kind of up in the air, but, hey, Drew can catch it and catches it, secures it, first down Eagles.
And it looks like we're going to have a timeout taken on the field, and it is. It's going to be a timeout taken by the Tigers. We'll go down to the sideline and check in with Nick White and a Marion State Bank sideline report. How you doing, Nick?
Hey, doing great. Daniel, great point right there. I think Luke is doing a really nice job of spreading the football around. You were right about Jet. That was his first catch, at least to my recollection here tonight. But then he got it to Dugan right there. And you know, they're going to pay a lot of attention to Tate Hamby, and rightfully so. And so why not work on some of these other things? Because, and you don't want to look too far ahead, but you're up 28-0, and this Eagle defense is really imposing their will on St. Mary's at this point in time. And so you want to try to continue, you know, whether we're in, you know, week 1 or week 13, you want to continue to try to get better. And that's what this Eagle football team is trying to do right now, is trying to get better, because you're hoping for next week, you know, you got a chance to go to the Dome. And that's what it's all about. And that's what they're trying to do, spread the wealth a little bit and see what else you had out there in the breadbasket.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Vadrine in the shotgun. Tigers come after him. Luke's going to pull this one down. Now he looks to run. Now he's across the 40 before he's run out of bounds. Going to be real close to an Eagle first down. Depends on the spot. It looks like he picked up 8. And actually 8 before he's running out of bounds. So it's going to be second down and 2.
Yeah, steps out of bounds, doesn't take the hit. Nice run. Second and 2.
Second down and 2 for the Eagles. That's a Tiger 36-yard line. Vadrine in the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Lone running back with him back there is Zach White. Nice play fake, and Luke is going to have some running room down to the 10, the 5. He's going to be brought down inside the 5-yard line. It looks like they'll mark him at the 2, maybe 3-yard line, but a really nice deceptive run. Great ball handling that time by Luke, as it looked like he really made a good hard fake that time to Zach. Gain of 33 yards on the plane, puts the Eagles inside the Washam Agency red zone.
Yeah, he sold it so well that Zach took a pretty big hit, and Luke just runs free for, you know, what was it, 30 plus yards? 33 yards.
5 minutes and 14 seconds left to play here in the first half. Vadrine with the football at the 2-yard line. Shotgun. Zach White joins him in the gun. Good snap from center. They give this one to Zach, and the Tigers make a play behind the line of scrimmage. A nice job that time by number 6. That was Ben Bienvenu, who got into the backfield and dropped Zach White for a 2-yard loss. So they back this one up to the Tiger 5-yard line.
Eagles still in good shape, you know, second goal from the 5. That was a really nice play by Bienvenu there. He's a big kid, 6'2" or so, you know, 200 plus, and I think he's getting looks from several schools to play at the next level.
Luke Vadrine in the gun. An offset eye backfield beside him in the gun. Calls for the ball, hands this one to Hamby. And Hamby is going to make it in for the touchdown. Yep. Tate Hamby with a speed sweep. And believe it or not, Daniel, we didn't get called for motion.
Yeah, speed sweep worked.
Tate takes it in from 5 yards out, and the Eagles will add to their lead. 4 minutes and 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Ouachita Christian 34, St. Mary's 0.
That's Tate's second touchdown, one receiving, and now one of the rushing variety.
Polk on to attempt the extra point. Patrick Turpin with the hold, and Turpin does a great job. I'll tell you what, I wonder, you know, in calling out Patrick Turpin there, I wonder when the last time Patrick Cupberth has had his name mentioned on the radio. But believe it or not, he was a football player here at Ouachita Christian. I don't know where that comes from, but used to do some PA duties out here at the school. But Turpin with another good job. I don't know why we really never talk about Patrick being able to secure those, but again, that's one of those ones, Daniel, he had to go get it down and get it on the tee, and did a real good job of handling the football there.
Yeah, you know, you're in kind of a crouched position down on one knees on the turf, and it's kind of hard to get up, up really quickly and get the ball back down. And we've seen him do that twice tonight. But, hey, Gavin Polk is 5 for 5. And the Eagles have a comfortable lead.
Gavin Polk is a really good kicker,
Man,
right?
That one was close right there. I mean, we had to wait for the officials. Usually you can tell, but that was kind of had a little left spin on it and got close to the left upright there. But, hey, he puts it through. 1 point is 1 point.
Again, want to take an opportunity to thank our Road to the Dome playoff sponsor, Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats. Want to thank them for their support of Ouachita Christian Eagle Athletics and Eagle Football as our Road to the Dome playoff sponsor, Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats. Polk gets his leg into this one. It's going to come down around the 12-yard line. The Warriors on the return, and boy, I tell you what, the Eagles with a nice job on special teams, as it looked like that was number 16 again for the Tigers, and gain of 12 yards on the return.
Yeah, pretty good lick by Cooper Russell there, number 7, junior Cooper Russell with a good lick on the return.
Four minutes and 17 seconds left to play here in the first half. Ouachita Christian 35, St. Mary's 0. First down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at their own 25-yard line. Mixon Bankston will go to work. Pulls this one down, throws a quick pass right in front of an Eagle defender. The Eagles give them a little bit underneath. Not going to give them the deep ball, but it's a gain of 5 yards and an effective throw and catch as that one's completed to number 22, Payne Williams.
Yeah, so nearing 4 minutes. St. Mary's, I believe, has 2 timeouts left, and OCS has all 3 of theirs. Just kind of to keep an eye on with the half coming. Not necessarily close, but getting towards the end of the first half.
Well, I can if I'm hearing you correctly, and I think I am,
we're about to see some timeouts.
The Tigers need to pick up a first down here.
Yep.
Mixon is going to throw. It's going to be intercepted, and that's going to be a problem. On the interception for the Eagles is number 41. That's Maddox King. And I'll tell you what, Daniel, that was an aggressive play. It looked like it may have been complete to the Tiger receiver. King just almost looks like he goes in and takes it away. Yeah. And comes away with the interception and a nice return on the play. The return covers 17 yards. So, it's kind of like you were saying, if the Eagles score here, well, I tell you what, those timeouts become unbelievably valuable with 3:26 now as the Eagles trying to add to their lead as Luke Vadrine and the Eagles are going to try to put points on the board here in a hurry. Tate Hamby looks like he's on an island out here. I'm telling you, I like my chances right here.
Yep.
Vadrine.
They may shift.
In the shotgun. They ain't shifted yet. 2 running backs with him in the backfield. Hamby by himself.
There you go.
Good snap from center. Play action. Looks to throw and does. Tate's going to have to come back for that one, and he does. Great job of getting back to the football, but not exactly the throw you want to see.
That was a long throw. I mean, a nice pickup. You pick up
gain of 14.
Yeah, nice pickup, but Luke took a deep drop and kind of flushed out, and he had to throw that on the run a long way.
A gain of 14 yards on the play. First down and goal for the Eagles at the Tiger 4-yard line. 2 running backs join Vadrine in the backfield. An offset I backfield in the gun. Turns, hands this one to Zach, and Zach's going to go in for the touchdown. Touchdown covers 4 yards. And the Eagles add to their lead now, 41-0. All right. Now Gavin's going to come out to attempt this extra point.
And believe it or not, it's the big one.
It's a real big one.
I mean, this is your running clock extra point right here.
And that's exactly what it is. So Polk on to attempt the extra point. Turpin will hold. Good snap, good hold. The kick's up, and it looks good as it is.
The coveted 42 points.
Well, is it 42?
It's 42.
Or is it a little more?
Well, I mean, it's 42 at the moment.
This Eagle defense, if they can come out and get a stop here, you never know. Want to thank tonight's second quarter sponsor, D&H Sporting Goods. D&H Sporting Goods, 2 locations in Bastrop and Sterlington to serve you. Stop by D&H Sporting Goods for all your Ouachita Christian Eagle gear. Daniel, you and I, we're not just spokesmen for D&H. We're customers.
I mean, consumers.
That's exactly right, consumers. I got a few articles of clothing from D&H, and they do a great job. Got a lot of selection, a lot of sizes, and a lot of different designs that they've come up with. And the folks at D&H do a really good job, and want to thank them for their continued support of Ouachita Christian Eagle Athletics.
Hey, they had a Black Friday sale going on today. I didn't get to check it out, but I saw online that they were having it. So
could they have a Black Friday on Saturday?
Well, I mean, Cyber Monday, maybe you can order online.
It's
So.
possible. It is possible.
No, but that's sporting goods. That's more than just apparel. I mean, it's sporting goods and custom stuff, you know.
Absolutely. Polk's going to tee this one up at the 40-yard line. Tigers send a couple of guys deep. Gavin gets his leg into this one. It's going to come down around the, say, 7-yard line where the Tigers are going to bring it in. On the return for St. Mary's is Ben Bienvenu. And probably one of the better returns that the Tigers have had tonight as Bienvenu is able to get across the 25-yard line. It looks like they'll spot it right at the 26. Gain of 18 yards on the play. Now those timeouts that they didn't have to use last time come into play.
Well, if you remember, at the coin toss, St. Mary's won the coin toss and opted to receive the ball. So that means the Eagles will be getting the ball.
Let me just tell you, the clock's already running.
Yep.
So timeouts are going to be at a premium here because it's going to be very difficult. Bankston in the shotgun, 4 receivers. Low snap. He's going to lose a handle on it. Oh, my goodness. Guess who tackled him?
That was Noah Lovelady.
Yeah, you'll never guess. Oh, my goodness. That guy. I'm telling you, man, if you mess up, if you miss a block, if you make one mistake, Noah Lovelady is going to get to know you.
Yes, on that play, yes, but tonight it's been every player on that defense.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, Maddox King with a great play, you know, some big hits. And
Melton had a nice, nice coverage earlier.
Yeah, and, you know, Tate with the fumble recovery, you know, it's just this entire defense is playing as their best game of the year. They're playing their best game of the year right now.
Loss of 8 yards on the play. With a minute 21, the Eagles are going to keep the timeouts in their pocket. Bankston in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Looks to throw.
That could have been a number. We got a helmet off. It looked like it could have been a horse collar and holding.
Well, actually, that was Noah Lovelady, and he comes up with a quarterback sack. And I'm going to tell you what happened. We got away with a face mask.
We did, but I think he was being held, and that's why he got to it. And then Reed Messenger's helmet comes off, so there's a lot going on there.
All right, so we've got a timeout taken by the Eagles with 46 seconds left to play here in the half. It's a loss of 6 yards, so it's going to be second down and a bundle. Officials out on the field discussing things with the Eagle timeout. So the Eagles with 46 seconds. It is going to bring up, well, it looks like it'd be third down. The yard marker says second.
Yeah, there he goes.
Okay, so it's going to be third down. We're going to have to, no, don't say long because you know what we got over here, don't you?
Oh, yeah, yes.
DH is on it.
I was trying to put it on a tee for him.
He's going to work. So it's third and 23. This ball is going to be spotted inside the Tiger 15-yard line. Let's call it the 14. The Tigers are going to need to pick up 23 yards to keep this football. And the Eagles want one more score before they go in at half. A minute and 4 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Bankston will bring the Tigers to the line. He's going to send 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. The Tigers traveling from right to left from our vantage point. Bankston in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Has time to throw, and he's going to be sacked.
Stacy Shaw.
Stacy Shaw in for the sack, and the Eagles are going to let this clock run. And now Coach Fitzhugh is going to call that. No, he's not going to call it yet.
He's telling them what time he wants it. So,
We're going to let this clock run down.
So they're going to have to snap it.
Interesting situation here.
There's 15
Coach Fitzhugh
seconds
continuing to let the clock run down. Now he calls for a timeout with 24 seconds, or 23 on the clock, as he'll come to the line. Or bring the Eagles to the sideline. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Nick White, the Marion State Bank sideline report. Nick, I don't know what the plan is here, but I got to think a field goal is probably figured in here somewhere.
Well, and here's something. I don't know if you watched, the Packers and Lions game yesterday, but at the end of the first half, and Coach Fitzhugh's done this before. Remember, there's a fair catch rule, okay, and then you get a free kick. And so I want to say that might be what they're trying to set up. Now, I was surprised that didn't happen yesterday. In fact, the Packers probably should have done that, in my opinion, instead of trying to get a contested field goal. So that you see three guys back now, and then you see another up back. Yep. So I think, guys, that might be what we're trying to see right here is the opportunity for a free kick.
Hey, nice observation there.
And then Drew Vadrine just confirmed that.
All right. Thanks a lot, Nick. Nick White with the Marion State Bank sideline report. So we're going to have to fair catch this kick, and then we're going to have to catch it. A good snap from center, and their punter is going to – he's going to just stand there.
Let the clock go down. There he goes.
Now he's going to punt it with 12 seconds. Fair catch is called for and made.
So this is going to be a 48-yarder with free kick. Timeout.
All right, so we got a fair catch called.
Yep.
He's going kickoff. That's
there it is. This is cool. You read about this
my gosh.
from time to time. Never seen it. I've never seen it in the game
Well,
firsthand.
you're fixing to see it right now. Went down to Nick White earlier and talked with him about this, and that's exactly what the Eagles are getting ready to do.
I hope all these fans here are tuned in to the broadcast, because I don't think many of them know what's going on at all. Because this is not something you ever see.
Well, and I got news for you. This is going to have to be a bomb. Let's go down to the sideline, check in with Nick White. Nick, how you doing?
And David, I don't know. I don't know if it was whenever Whit Chapman was kicking, or it might go all the way back to Keith Andrews, but this has happened before here, and it's been a long time. And so the way this works is you basically get to tee it up, you get a free kick off of the fair catch,
it's
and
returnable.
if it goes to the pipes, you get 3 points.
Is it returnable?
Yes.
It is returnable.
Okay,
yes,
so it's live.
It's no different than a field goal or anything like that. So, but this is going to be on the
38,
it's a
39-yard line.
It's actually 48 yards.
So it's,
Nick.
but I mean, this is well within Gavin's range, and now St. Mary's going to take a timeout. But Daniel, I can hear the excitement in your voice, and I won't. And I see Jake Martin up there is filming it right now.
Yeah.
This is a rarity, and I was sitting there yesterday, and they brought it up on that game, and again, I was sitting there saying, you should take the free kick. I mean, these NFL kickers can do it. Yeah. Gavin Polk can put this thing through the pipes too. So
a couple weeks ago, there was a story that came out about some school. I think it was in Arkansas that did this, and to win a game, they called a fair catch on a punt and did a free kick to win the game.
Yep, absolutely. So this is pretty cool. There's nothing St. Mary's cannot defend this. So it's a free kick for Gavin Polk.
Polk's going to tee it up. Looks like right at the 38-yard line.
They got
so
a bunch of people on the field.
Yeah, maybe more than 11. Polk tees it up at the 38. It's going to be a 48-yard free kick.
Oh, they've got 12 guys on the field.
Now they got 11.
Okay.
All right, Gavin, let's see what you got. A 48-yard free kick. He'll tee it up at the 38 and go to work. It's a live football. The Tigers can return it. And, boy, I tell you,
that's got to be through there.
Did he get it in? No good.
Hit the upright. Yeah, so that'll be the half.
That's going to bring it into the first half of play. The Ouachita Christian Eagles 42, the St. Mary's Tigers 0. Take a quick break from here at Fitzhugh Field, Eagle Stadium, where the Ouachita Christian Eagles enjoying a big halftime lead. should have some scores, some stats from around the some scores from around the area, and some stats from tonight's contest here at halftime. Want to invite you to come back and join us for the second half of play here at Ouachita Christian. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, direct your attention to midfield for the St. Mary's Tiger Line. Hold on. Ladies, your music is on. Okay, go. To the center of the field for our varsity cheerleaders.
And what we're going to do is there's about 16 minutes left in halftime. Eagles up 42-0. That's your in-game scoreboard update brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashton Smith. Give her a call for any insurance needs at Shelter, 318-343-3582. And we're going to look at some of the stats from the first half. The score is 42-0, so it's going to be pretty lopsided in favor of the Ouachita Christian Eagles. And our halftime show is brought by Craig Lowry over at Sterlington Physical Therapy. He sponsors our halftime show. If you need anything, give him a call. Get an appointment, and he's located at 8649 165 Highway 165 North. Call him at 235-9326. That's 235-9326. Set up an appointment up there at Sterlington Physical Therapy. So, really clean first half. There were a couple penalties early on for the Eagles offense, but as far as execution, I think this is the best game they've played on both sides of the ball. Luke Vadrine, really efficient, 9 of 10 for 110 yards with one touchdown to Tate Hamby, who has 3 catches for 52 yards. Drew Dugan also has 3 catches for 29 yards. Patrick Turpin has 2 for 16, and Jet Hudnall, the 1 catch for 11 yards. The story of the first half, though, was Zach White and the ground game. I mean, Luke, very efficient. Tate, a couple big plays. He had a rushing touchdown as well on his lone carry for 5 yards. But Zach has 11 carries for 106 yards. So, averaging just under 10 yards a carry and 4 touchdowns in the first half on the ground. Luke has 3 carries himself for 52 yards, and Macon Leonard has 1 carry for 7 yards. So really efficient half. Mason, I gotta look at his name. Sorry, I've got my stuff flipped over. Mixon Bankston is it says 6 for 8 for 15 yards. He did complete some there at the tail end of at the second quarter. Their tight end Bienvenu has 1 catch for 11 yards. They only, other than him, there's a total of 4 yards receiving outside of Bienvenu's 11-yard catch, and they've totaled 2 yards. So I think we're looking. I'm trying to see the team comparisons right here. Net yards. Well, they have negative 31 total yards. St. Mary's Tigers does, and averaging negative 0.8 yards per carry. So 20 total plays on offense for St. Mary's for a total of negative 16 yards. Fantastic job by the Eagles defense there. 5 sacks in the first half, totaling negative 32 yards. Total plays for the Eagles, 26 plays, 280 yards. Very efficient first half, averaging over 11 yards per play. Not per completion, but per play, over 11 yards. Over 10 yards a carry, 16 rushes for 170 yards as a team. And I'm trying to see some individual defensive stats here. There we go. Noah Lovelady leads all tacklers with 9 tackles in the first half. Aiden Eldridge has 3, and Parker Payne has 4. Maddox King has 2. Of course, we had the recovered fumble by Tate and the strip by Maddox King over here. So I don't know if dominance describes it, but this, again, I can't say it enough. This is the best game that the Eagles have played all around, our best half that they've played all around this season against a quality opponent that just seems outmatched at every level in the first half. It's really unbelievable to watch this Eagle team click like they have tonight. So those are your halftime stats, again, brought to you by Sterlington Physical Therapy. Craig Lowry and his guys. Give them a call at 235-9326 to set up your appointment. And before we go to another commercial break, I do want to give you a score update. Looks like Southern Lab is ahead of Central Catholic 14-0 at half. So we're going to take a commercial break. There's about just under 12 minutes to go until the second half resumes, and we'll be back for the second half of play. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the OCS Sports Network.
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ, where we celebrate overcoming the hurdles and struggles of life together. We are a community of faith, supporting each other's victories. Come as you are, and let's tackle life's challenges together. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ this Sunday at 10 a.m. Visit facoc.org for more information. Go Eagles!
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
There's no better time to get rid of those glasses or contacts. Now with the latest in LASIK, all laser eye LASIK, safe and ultra precise. Call for a free evaluation. 318-32-LASER, 318-32-LASER.
Make the high, humble decision for your LASIK care and clear vision.
Are you tired of pushing through the pain? Do you struggle day in and day out with simple tasks? Are you ready for change? If so, call Louisiana Pain Care. At Louisiana Pain Care, our doctors are board certified and fellowship trained to target the source of your pain and help you manage it. Visit lapaincare.com for more information and to schedule your appointment. Louisiana Pain Care, your spine care experts.
Hi, I'm Dustin Valance with Ludwig Marine here on Darbone Lake, 110 Old Highway 15 in Farmerville, Louisiana. We have all your needs to have a great day on the water. From bass fishing, we carry a full line of products and services. Come check out our impressive lineup of Ranger bass boats, pontoon boats, and aluminum boats as well. Give me a call today, 318-368-8922. Ludwig Marine would like to say go Eagles.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Ron Bush is ready to help you combine home and auto and save with 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and Sterlington. Call 318-388-4663 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Wholesale jewelry with integrity. They provide honest, professional experience while offering stunning diamonds and fine jewelry at or below wholesale prices. And we do custom pieces by appointment. Engagement rings, tennis bracelets, pearls, earrings, necklaces, gemstones, loose diamonds, and jewelry repairs. Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe.
At Veros Creative, we're experts at websites for small businesses. From website creation to on-page photography and videography, we've got you covered. And with single-page sites starting at only $500 and multi-page sites starting at $1,500, we're a low-cost, high-reward option that will have you up and running in under 2 weeks. Visit us at Veros Creative today to get started. That's VEROS Creative.com. Veros Creative is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
There comes a time in every dip's life when it's ready to leave the slow cooker, even buffalo chicken dip. So we put juicy chicken, buffalo sauce, and melty cheese in a portable crispy golden shell. Runaway dip, you're free now. Sonic $2.99 buffalo chicken dip bites.
If you know anything about, high school football in the state of Louisiana, and I'd have to go and fact check this, and whenever I was still doing sports talk radio, I would know this. I don't anymore, but I can never recall a time whenever, John F. Kennedy High School was in the quarterfinals, but here they are, and they're hosting Archbishop Shaw right now, and it's knotted up at 10 apiece between Archbishop Shaw and John F. Kennedy. Second quarter also down in Lafayette Christian leading McDonough 35, 36-13. Second quarter, Turlings Catholic all over Edie White Catholic, 35-17. 7. Halftime over in the Shreveport-Bossier area as well. North DeSoto 31-0 over Iowa. That is at the half. Halftime at Lutcher leading Opelousas 10-6. Halftime Northwest leading Assumption 22-15. Second quarter, Cecilia leading Jennings 17-14. Also at the half, St. Charles leading Notre Dame. Notre Dame came up and beat Darbon Woods last week. St. Charles Catholic leading Notre Dame Catholic 21-14. Second quarter, U High down in Baton Rouge leading Lake Charles College Prep 21-0. At the half, Newman is leading Episcopal 17-8. Over in Shreveport right now, good one between Calvary Baptist and Parkview Baptist. Second quarter, Calvary leading Parkview 21-13. Now we start to get to some of our area football games. The number 1 seed in what would this be, Daniel?
That'd be Division III select, non-select.
Okay, so that would be Gina leading Amite 22-7. I'm really kind of surprised by that. Knowing Amite, knowing their history, I thought Amite might come up. And again, there's a lot of football left to be played.
Well, I got to tell you, watching the way Gina played in the Jam,
saw them,
they were the real deal. And people didn't believe me when I told them. Seed. Yes, they are. And I watched them play against this Ouachita Christian team, and I was like, these guys are big, they're fast, they're strong, and they do what they do. They have a unique style, and they're very good at it.
Well, Gina's good, man.
And the winner, if Gina wins, they will host either Union or Bogalusa. Right now at the half up in Farmerville, Union is leading Bogalusa 14-6. At the half, St. James leading Manny 21-0. 3 miles north of us.
Come on,
right
let's
now.
go with this score.
How about this one, guys? Pine and Sterlington tied at 20 apiece.
Yeah, I've been waiting to hear that one.
I have no idea where Pine is at.
No,
but and we're just going to leave our comments there.
Yeah.
But ride the Pine. I must say that to me is a little bit surprising, but we'll see what happens in that football game. Halftime, and this is another game we're going to pay attention to because obviously it's on the other side of the Select Division IV bracket. I do know that one, guys. Ascension Catholic is actually leading Vermilion Catholic right now, 22-14. Also at the half, Riverside Academy is leading St. Martin's Episcopal 12-7.
That may not hold up, man.
And then those are possession games on the other side.
Yeah, and then the game that let me go through a few others, and then we'll get to the one that we're really concerned about. At the half, Logansport is leading Welsh 22-12. Over at Haynesville in the second quarter, of course, they don't kick off till 7:30. That's their tradition over there. 15-0. They're leading Jeanerette again at the second quarter. And look, this is kind of surprising. Mangum was up 16-3 on Oak Grove. Oak Grove has stormed back, and now Oak Grove is leading Mangum 24-16. Now, if we were in the regular season, we would obviously be pulling for the Tigers now that we're out of the power rankings segment.
Yeah, that's right.
And we know Scott Wiltshire pretty well at Mangum as well. So maybe the Dragons will find a way to pull that one out. But that's 2 local schools, so you're guaranteed somebody to move forward there.
All right, let's go with it. Let's hear it.
All right, second quarter. Here, I got 2 more. Well, I got one more. Second quarter, Kentwood under the water tower down at Kentwood. I've done a game down there. It's crazy. 20-12 leading over Homer. And then finally, the one that we're concerned about, the winner of this game will take on the winner of this one. And right now, Southern Lab is leading Central Catholic 14-0. If that score holds up, and obviously we believe this score will hold up here at Stephen Fitzhugh Field, the Eagles would be traveling to Baton Rouge next week to take on Southern Lab. But a lot of football.
14-0?
14-0. Southern Lab leading Central Catholic. But he's still got another half of football left to be played.
Yeah, well, David, when we went to the stats earlier, we talked about, just really how dominant OCS was in the first half. I think about negative 31 yards for St. Mary's in the first half. And I'm going to be honest with you. I thought this is a game that we should win, that OCS should win. I did not expect 42-0 at halftime. I did not expect complete dominance. Luke Vadreen's 9 of 10 for 110 yards, 1 touchdown to Tate. But, Zach's averaging almost 11 yards a carry, 4 touchdowns in the first half. And this offensive line and defensive line are having their way with the Tigers' interior.
Well, I think I said at the beginning of the broadcast, this was a game I anticipated us winning. But I knew we'd have to come out. We'd have to take care of our business. One thing that I've noticed about Ouachita Christian tonight, Daniel, is we've done just that. We've taken care of our business. Not a lot of stupid mistakes, not a lot of turnovers, none of those kind of things. Now, we had some, dead ball penalties.
Yep.
You had some illegal procedures, some things that, obviously probably drive you crazy as a coach. But maintaining and playing to your level, a lot of times I know you don't play a lot of golf, but, you go out and you play golf, and the guy you're playing with is really playing well, and you play up to him, right? You know that if you're going to compete, you're going to have to play to that level, and maybe you play with somebody that's not quite as good a golfer. You play down to that level. You take it a little bit easier. You don't focus as much. Tonight, the Eagles are not playing down to anybody's level. They're playing their brand of football. Zach White is delivering punishing blows. Luke Vadreen's putting the air under the football. Tate Hamby's catching it. But I think the biggest thing that you're seeing out of Luke as well, the biggest thing and the most important, or the thing that impresses me the most tonight, and if we do travel, which I don't think Southern Lab is ever going to give up a 14-0 lead, I think we're going to Baton Rouge next week. You're seeing Luke Vadreen do something that I love, which is spreading the ball around.
Yes.
He's thrown the ball to at least 4 or 5 different receivers tonight, all of them open, all of them making catches, and it's just – man, when he's spreading it around, which now granted, this is a football team that's giving him time.
Yeah.
That Eagle offensive line is giving him the opportunity to sit back there and check down and find those receivers.
But he's even gone off script a few times, with the check down or a rollout, completing a pass. It's not just like, hey, if he's not open, just go. So he's making decisions out there, and that's what you want to see from a sophomore quarterback, his growth and development in decision making. And when you look at the Eagles' schedule this year, you're looking now, Oak Grove's come back and taking it to the Mangum Dragons. Dallas Christian, Harding Academy are just destroying people, 40, 50, 60 points. And Archbishop Rummel lost to Ouachita, who we beat. And they're playing right now and winning a game in the quarterfinals of the non-select Division I playoffs. I mean, so, it was kind of hard to see how good this Ouachita Christian team is. But I think we're starting to see, that they are a very good, very talented, full, kind of across the board, a complete team out there.
Well, I guarantee you, as most of the folks here tonight are cheering for Central Catholic to upset Southern Lab, I guarantee you the folks at Southern Lab would love St. Mary's to upset the Ouachita Christian.
Well, we just don't. I don't care who we play. We just don't want to travel. We like being at home.
It is a great spot, and I'm afraid with the way things are going to shake out, I just don't see Southern Lab giving up a 14-0 lead. But we talked about it earlier tonight. The St. Mary's Tigers won the coin toss. Both teams have made their way out onto the field. They're getting ready to get the second half of this game underway. Ouachita Christian took a 42-0 lead in at the half as St. Mary's comes out to get this thing underway here in the second half. Number 22 is going to handle the kicking chores for the Tigers. It's Payne Williams. Williams will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Daniel, I'm not 100% sure why, but I guess maybe we have some issues with the clock, I guess, before we get this thing underway. Looks like maybe about 14 seconds before. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Nick White. Nick, how we doing?
Hey, good. Hey, so I got confirmation. I thought, I mentioned Whit Chapman. I also mentioned Keith Andrews. The last time we had a free kick was Keith Andrews, so that's early 2000s. Of course, Keith went on to kick at Mississippi State, was a phenomenal kicker. Actually missed that free kick as well. The scoreboard was on the opposite end, actually hit the scoreboard, but I got that confirmation from Kevin Washam here just a little bit ago. I wanted to make sure about that. That's what I thought was the case on that free kick.
Thanks a lot, Nick. Nick White with the Marion State Bank sideline report. We talked about the fact, Daniel, that Payne Williams had a pretty active leg, and he in our pregame broadcast. But we see evidence of why that one travels through the end zone. Tate Hamby will never get his hands on that one, and The Eagles are going to take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Well, that's the first opportunity for Payne Williams to show off his leg tonight. I mean, no field goal attempts, no kickoffs, no extra points.
The Eagle offense is going to have an opportunity to work. The Tigers won the coin toss tonight, elected to receive. So the Eagles will start off the second half. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Luke Vadrine in the shotgun. Zach White joins him in the gun. Actually, that's Macon Leonard.
Yep.
Leonard's going to catch this one on the toss. He's at the 20 now. He's
That's
at the
trouble.
30, the 35, the 40, the 45.
Oh, he's
got
gone.
a step. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ouachita Christian. Number 3, Macon Leonard is going to take it 80 yards to the house. And that time you got to see what's called track speed.
Turn on the jets.
Because that cat can hook it up. And what a great run out of Leonard as he takes that thing 80 yards for a Trinity Diamonds Direct touchdown. For all your diamond needs, visit their store located on Blanchard Street in West Monroe. And I guarantee you, Daniel, there's probably not, the Tigers just all of a sudden. I mean, there's no way you're geared up for that kind of speed that fast. That guy can flat out hook it up.
There were about 3 guys. Gavin puts it through to make it 49. But there were about 3 guys who I thought they had an angle. They thought they had an angle, but Macon said, you don't have that angle.
Oh, my goodness. What a great run that time by Leonard as he wastes no time. The Eagles have the ball for one play, and they take it for the touchdown. So in 9 minutes and 58 seconds, clock continuing to run. That's one of the benefits of the 42 points is the Eagles will have a running clock here in the second half. Leonard's not going to do anything but ensure a little bit more of that as he adds an 80-yard touchdown run. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Nick White. Nick, I got to tell you, Macon Leonard looked like he blew by you right down there.
He did. In fact, I started to back up because I'm afraid of getting, being on one of those highlight reels where I get taken out. And then he just caught that edge, and then he just outran everybody for St. Mary's. Let me tell you a quick story about Macon. So early this summer, I got a knock on my door. And I don't know if this is like a knock on me or what, but I guess my yard looked bad or whatever. But Macon works, not just tirelessly on the football field, but off of it. He has his own lawn care business and actually knocked on the door, offered to come in and, take care of my yard. Of course, I told him I already have that taken care of. But just a good kid, and man, what a run right there, and how much speed he had. That was really impressive because I thought he was going to get tracked down there on the edge.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Nick. Nick White for the Marion State Bank sideline report. Gavin tees this one up at the 40-yard line. Not sure what he's waiting on here. I guess maybe the play clock. He wants to burn as much clock as possible. Nice kick, going to be fielded cleanly at about the 10-yard line.
Oh, he escaped. Oh.
That's actually number 6 for the Tigers.
Not something you see very often.
And Bienvenu able to get rid of a couple of would-be Eagle defenders.
Yeah.
Picks up 20 yards on the return. The Tigers will have this one, looks like, right at their own 30-yard line to start this drive.
Looks like the starting defense, for the most part, is going to stay in the game. We're going to have our first unit. You're going to see some guys roll in and out on the offense. I think it's great that Macon got that carry. But he's there to spell Zach. Zach's obviously our bell cow. But, man, what a fantastic run by Macon. Best run of the year. It's the best run of the year.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. A full house backfield. Power I. They keep this one on the ground with number 7, Braylon Norman. And just tough sledding for the Tigers have opted for the wishbone. They're going to try to run this one to the sideline, and they're going to have a problem. Going backwards is not the way you want to do things. Ethan Busby, the ball carrier there, and he's going to lose more yardage.
Yeah, he tried to switch fields, and good job by the Eagles. I don't imagine they practiced against that formation this week. Good thing we saw it a few weeks ago, but they try to switch fields, and Busby just loses his footing for a massive loss of yards.
Here we go. Loss of 9 yards on the play. Donnie's got an abacus out right now, so he gives me the official
Google Earth
third down and 23. for the Tigers. And this is not the wishbone or the flexion. Nah, we're going to go back to the wishbone. Tigers under center. Turn. They hand this one inside. And, again, it's going to be real tough sledding for St. Mary. It's going to be a gain of 3 yards on the play, but it's still going to be 4th down and long. 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. I want to thank our third quarter sponsor, Valerie Van Mathern, attorney at law. Valerie specializing in estate planning and successions. Reach out to her today, 807-9030. That's 318-807-9030 to schedule your appointment with somebody at the Valerie Van Mathern firm. I want to thank Valerie for her continued support of Ouachita Christian Eagle Athletics, Ouachita Christian Eagle football. The Tigers look like they're going to take a penalty here.
Well,
or maybe
I
not.
don't think so. I mean, they just started the play clock.
Okay.
So that's about a 2 minute. That's going to be about a 2 minute, 2 minutes of game time that are off the clock on this punt.
Tiger punter's done a nice job with elevation.
Oh, that's a bomb right there.
It's going to take a big Tiger bounce inside the Eagle 35-yard line. And how many fresh faces you got on offense?
Well,
there we go.
Yeah, so what they do in these situations is, so it looks like Cole Bouillon's going out at the quarterback position, but he's leaving some starting linemen in. We saw it on defense. Fitchy's going to roll out 2 or 3 players and then kind of swap around. So, you had Noah Lovelady, at linebacker with Hunter Traxler at the Rover. So Hunter doesn't get a lot of playing time. He's out there, side by side with Noah, who Hunter's going to be dependent on in the future. So same thing here with this. You got your offensive lineman with experience, and then you're going to have a freshman quarterback in the game behind that line.
Cole Bouillon in at quarterback for the Eagles. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tigers are coming after him. He keeps this one on the ground. That's Jude Turner. Turner with a nice run that time.
Yeah, that was pretty. He just held on to his face mask there.
Okay, and they throw the flag. Gain of 10 yards on the play. Daniel, you've been high on Jude Turner,
man,
since the beginning of the season. You told me when he gets some playing time, he was going to be impressive, and that's just what he is. A nice run that time. 10-yard gain. Picks up the face mask call as well. So the Eagles now are going to move. That's a 15-yarder. That's going to put this young Eagle offense in Tiger territory at the St. Mary's 41.
Well, now you'll see Jude line up at the in the slot position, and I like watching Jude run the ball. He's tough. He's a freshman. I think he's his name's going to be one you hear for several years. In the coming seasons.
First down at 10. Voyon in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Looks like he's going to try to let as much of this play clock come off. Keep this one on the ground up the middle.
Gray.
Number 34, Eli Gray with a nice tough run up the middle as well.
That's a good run.
That's going to be more than enough for a community pharmacy first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
So this is what you can do with your running backs who don't have a ton of experience. You put them behind linemen who do have experience, but they're playing. Some of them are playing secondary positions. You have your left side of the line intact. Now Ben Duvall's over here at right tackle, kind of swapping in and out.
A few fresh faces coming in for the Tigers as well. First down at 10. For Cole Bouillon and the Eagles.
Oh.
Bouillon, speaking of that offensive line, he's going to take a shot. Loss of 5 yards on the play.
Loss of 5 on the play. Second down, Eagles.
Daniel, it looked like that time it was number 6, Ben Bienvenu, who got back there in the backfield.
Yeah. Blindside.
Took him for a loss. Hangs on to the football, though, and the Eagles maintain possession.
Third quarter's almost over.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 15 for the Eagles, now back at the Tiger 35.
I think there's been about 5 or 6, maybe 7 total plays here in the third quarter.
Keep this one on the ground. That's Turner. He's got some running room. He's inside the 15, down inside the 10 before he's cut down, but that's going to be more than enough for a community pharmacy first down. Nice tough run that time out of Turner. Daniel, they'll put this right at the 10-yard line, a gain of 25 yards on the play. So first and goal for this young Eagle offense at the Tiger 10. Nice run that time. Out of freshman running back Jude Turner. This young Eagle offense finds himself right in the middle of the Washam Agency red zone. First and goal at the 10. Give this one to Turner. He bounces it. Touchdown, Washita. Well, got a flag.
Yeah, I guess it's in the area of holding.
No, it's definitely in the area of holding. You know why? Because it's holding.
It's holding. There you go.
And that's going to cost young Mr. Turner a touchdown, and the rest of his Eagle teammates that'll be 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. Back them up now to, let's see, it looks like it'll be about the 16-yard line.
That was right at the 20. Goal to go from the 20.
Well,
I can't tell the yard marker. Okay.
Well, it looks like the Eagles. No, it's not going to be a timeout. It's the quarter.
Yeah.
It's going to be a break because it's starting the fourth quarter. You know what? We need to take a timeout with them. You're listening to Washita Christian Eagle football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Routine back next sports performance. Avenue next to Daily Harvest in Monroe. Call us at 318-582-5029.
Welcome back inside the Farm Bureau broadcast booth. Brought to you by Agents Chris Thomas and Tanner Baggett.
All right, so they are at the 16.
Yep.
You were on it. 17.
First down and goal for the Eagles at the 16. They keep this one on the ground. That's going to be Gray.
Number 34,
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not much room to work with for Eli Gray there.
Number 65.
Tries to find a hole and nowhere to go.
Second down and goal from the 17. Daniel, it'd be tough to see if you give Boyan a chance to throw this football.
I mean, they're not, the clock doesn't stop regardless, you know.
Second and goal at the 16.
I don't know.
Boyan with 3 receivers, 2 to his right, 1 to his left. 2 running backs with him in the backfield. Gray, Turner. Guess what? Turner is in for another touchdown. Except this time, he's going to get to keep it.
No laundry on the field.
No flags on the play. Jude Turner. Daniel, you told me at the beginning of the season, you said if you see this freshman run the football, you're going to be impressed. Consider me impressed as he takes it in from just outside the Washam Agency red zone to add, well, actually just inside the Washam Agency red zone from the 17. Gavin Polk on to attempt the extra point. Good snap from center. Polk's kick is good. And the Eagles add to the lead now 56-0. Clock continuing to run now, about 10 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Eagle Point Boat and RV Storage sponsors the fourth quarter for the Eagles. Located on beautiful Lake D'Arbonne in Farmerville, Louisiana. Proud, longtime supporter of Washita Christian Eagle Athletics. I want to thank the fine folks at Eagle Point Boat and RV Storage. Daniel, you and I have talked about this a couple times tonight off the air. We might as well talk about it on the air right now. I had no idea this game was going to be anywhere near what we've seen. You know, it's just you know, this is a really experienced football team in Ouachita Christian that's executing at a really high level. And, you know, just I don't know, St. Mary's just may not have been expecting the speed, maybe the physicality of the game, but this Eagle offense and defense seems like they've just caught the Tigers flat-footed tonight and have just kept their foot on the gas.
Well, I think we've had 2 false start penalties. Other than that, I can't think of another mistake that has been made on the field. I mean, just, you know, pretty I mean, I wouldn't say perfect because it's never perfect. You know, these coaches are going to keep coaching, but you know, as close as you can get. You know, especially at this point in the season, and that's one thing I think is an advantage that OCS has going into this, is the amount of games that these kids have played. All the returning starters, 14, 15 seniors, and so these guys know what it's like to play into the postseason, deep into the postseason, to make a run at the Dome. And there may have been times, you know, throughout the season where you're like, okay, guys, like, you know, we need to step it up. I think there were moments like that we talked about during that Harding Academy game where you're like, hey, we got to go. I mean, you know,
it's time.
It is time.
Or it's going to get away from us.
That's right. But, you know, they took that loss. I think, you know, it looks like they grew from it, and here they are playing their best game of the year.
Reed Smalling on to handle the kicking chores for the Eagles. A lot of fresh faces in there on the kickoff coverage, but, hey, they'll get after you a little bit. Number 6, Ben Bienvenu on the return. Eagles hem him up, and he is kind of shaken up on the play. Gain of 15 yards. Let's go down to the sideline. Check in with Nick White, the Marion State Bank sideline report. Nick, how you doing down there?
Hey, doing good. 56-0, you know, and that's pretty much the second string. We do have an injured Tiger down here on the field. That is going to be Bienvenu, which is an outstanding player for St. Mary's, probably their best player. So they are looking right now at his lower right leg, so hopefully he's okay. Do want to, I guess, you know, now is the time. I think this one is pretty much in hand. We do want to continue to update, and we're going to scoreboard watch. Third quarter now, Southern Labs still leading Central Catholic 14-0. If that holds up, then we will be heading down to Baton Rouge next week, which, you know, we would much rather have it here. But if this Eagle football team plays the way they played tonight, I don't see anybody, at least in Select Division 4, stopping them. Like, I mean, they have been clicking on all cylinders tonight. As complete of a football game as I've seen all season long, and I've you know, been to most of them, missed a couple of them. But and Daniel, you know, David, you guys will probably agree. And what's the yardage? Daniel, what was the last yardage on St. Mary's? They've got to still be in negative territory.
I don't have live, but I mean, yes, I think so.
Because we're going to look at the offensive numbers. We're looking at 56 points on the board, but to me, you know, defense wins championships. That's the old cliche, and this defense has just been dominant here tonight.
This defense of ours tonight, Nick, they've been funky all season long, just crazy good.
Yeah.
And you're seeing some more of that out there tonight. Thanks a lot, Nick White with the Marion State Bank sideline report. First down and 10 for the Tigers. Bankston feeling some pressure, looks to throw, and he's going to outrun. Now he's going to lose the football on the far side of the field, but he's going to pick up positive yardage on the play. Looks like a gain of about 5 yards. So it's going to bring up second down. The clock continuing to run. Daniel now inside of 7 minutes.
2nd and 5.
Eagles leading this contest 56-0. Bankston and the Tigers trying to keep this drive alive and put some points on the board. 2nd down and 5. Ball at their own 42-yard line. Bankston in the gun. Pulls it down, and that's not Bankston anymore. That's actually number 12, Preston Tilley. Tilley throws this one out in the flat. It's going to be complete to number 21, A.J. Laughspear. Gain of 6 yards on the play.
I guess I can bring it up. Ascension Catholic is still leading number 1 Vermilion Catholic in the third quarter, 29-27. So a tight game there. And then, you know, Ascension Catholic is a team we've seen each of the last 2 years. They've played here both times. I think got shut out one game, scored 6 another game. But they're typically a good team. But we wouldn't see them if we see them until New Orleans.
Number 12, Preston Tilley.
Get him
looks to throw. Tilly. Actually hard to see, but it looked like he was actually looking for number a loss of 8 yards on the play. Looked like maybe number 2, Henry Gillette, was his intended receiver, but he never had a chance to throw that one, Daniel.
Yeah, Hunter Traxler comes off the edge, the rover position, and just tracks him down. Great speed burst off the edge, turning the corner, and Hunter Traxler gets, I believe that's his first sack of the season. He does have a fumble recovery for a touchdown also. I do remember that.
Second down and a bundle.
There he is again.
Tilly looks to throw, and he does.
And I tell
gain
you,
of 4 yards on the play.
Even seeing, your kind of backup players for the most part, they're still flying to the ball, feeling like they got something to prove. I can think of a couple games where we've had a shutout going and they score, and Coach Fitzhugh is not happy about, letting the shutout go. So these guys are in here trying to hold on to that right here. Doing a good job so far.
Third down and a bundle. Well, let's call it 16.
Third down and long, Tigers.
14. Tilly looks to throw and does, and that was going to be complete on the far side of the field. Actually hooked up with number 15, Chalen Gandy.
That's a good throw.
Thrown on time, right on the sideline. Gain of 12 on the play, but it's going to be a little short. Needed 14, so we're going to call this 4th and 2. The Tigers trying to keep this drive alive. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the football game. They keep this one on the ground, and the Tigers are going to have a first down and then some. Gain of 9 on the play. Daniel, they needed 2 and picked up a lot.
Yeah, I think that's their I'm trying to recall. I think that's only their second first down that they've gained, by an offensive play. I think they had one with a roughing the passer. Well, no, that wasn't a first down, but I think it's only their second offensive first down of 9.
3 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the football game. Ouachita Christian 56, St. Mary's 0. Tilly in the shotgun, looks to throw and does. He's got a receiver that's complete to number 16.
Oh, nice hit.
Maverick LaCase. Gain of 3 yards on the play, or actually a loss of 3 yards. One of those completions you probably want back.
Yeah. That's Hunter Traxler again, making them change directions, and John Turner coming in with a big hit right there.
Second down and 13. Ball at the Eagle 33-yard line. Clock running. 2:50 left to play in the football game. Tilly in the shotgun. Calls for it. Going to run the toss to number 18, Thibodeau. Thibodeau may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. And if he did, it won't be much more. It's actually going to be a loss of 1 yard on the play. So it's going to bring up now second down and 14. Or actually third down and 14 for the Tigers.
Nice job by the Eagles there, bouncing him out, not giving him a seam to pick up positive yards, and eventually Trey Carr, the senior cornerback over there, makes the tackle to shut that play down.
Clock running with 2 minutes left to play in the football game. Ouachita Christian is going to win this contest. And if I'm not mistaken, Daniel, I'm going to take on the winner of Southern Lab and Central Catholic.
Yep.
Last time we checked, Central Catholic was trailing in that game 14-0.
21.
21-0. There's that is called you better warm up the buses, because if you think Central Catholic's coming back from a 21-point
that's going to be tough
deficit to Southern Lab, That's going to be tough wagon.
Which means we're going to have to check our buses for travel as well.
Absolutely. Pass is incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and a long ways for the Tigers.
Well, I want to say the reason we want to play at home, I mean, yes, it is convenient. Yes, we have all our stuff set up. Yes, we don't have to drive. But, hey, after this game tonight, David, 35-0 on Stephen Fitzhugh Field. 35 wins.
Here we go. We're
no
going to have
losses.
to get some quick math.
Oh, my goodness. This is a 56-yarder.
It's a bomb.
This is a bomb.
Capable. No, sir.
Hey, I think it had the distance just a little wide
It
left.
did have the distance.
56 yards.
A good reason why he's committed to, I believe it was Colorado State.
Colorado State.
Plenty of leg.
They the Rams?
They are the Rams.
Yeah.
They are the Rams.
So I mentioned I met
clock. Daniel, I don't
yeah.
think this is gonna. I don't think this is it. This is a football game.
That'll do it.
The Tigers will not take the field, and the Eagles, they don't need to. This is going to be the ball game. Ouachita Christian is going to win tonight's contest, 56-0. The Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to move on in the Louisiana High School Athletic Association playoffs. They're going to take on the winner of Southern Lab and Central Catholic. Central Catholic provides a miraculous finish and is able to come back and defeat Southern Lab. We'll play Central Catholic here. If I was going to make a wager, Daniel, you need to make a reservation for a hotel room.
I'd go ahead and book my rooms. You
In
know,
Baton Rouge.
I wouldn't wait for for that game to completely play out. But there'll be plenty of places to stay, and it's going to be kind of a highly anticipated game that everybody it jumped off the bracket when they first came out. Hey, we're on the same side of Southern Lab, and if we get there, and if they get there, we're going to have to travel to play them.
Well, let's go down to the sideline and check in with Nick White in a Marion State Bank sideline report. How you doing, Nick?
Hey, I'm doing great. 56-0, just a dominant performance. I was talking to Jake Martin here just a few moments ago, while we were kind of winding this thing down, and he hasn't seen every game, but he was just talking about, how dominant this Eagle football team was, here tonight. Now, he has actually put a jinx on a couple of teams, and so we were worried about it tonight.
I love it when he picks OCS to lose, because that means we're going to win. He's like the opposite of a jinx. He's the jinx of a jinx for us.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, you're welcome. Glad to have you here. Hey, but Jake's a good dude. But we were just talking about just the dominant performance here by this football team, and we don't have all the stats. But, but I'm pretty. Hey, was it negative yardage?
You want to hear how dominant?
Yeah.
OCS had 408 total yards. St. Mary's, -1.
That's what I was saying. I figured that St. Mary's was still in the negative yardage. And I've got to say, I talked to Stan Humphreys down here a little bit. Yes, it wasn't in football, but I think we're all a little salty from the state championship game on the girls' side a few years ago. I called that game actually on TV. You ran the camera. You were helping with that. So, albeit not on the football field, at least we got a little bit of revenge here tonight. But most likely we're heading down to Baton Rouge, and you know what I say? Bring it.
Yep.
And iron sharpens iron. That's always been, and I think that's Coach Fitzhugh's motto, and I think that's all of our mottos. And you know what? If you got to go on the road, bring it. Let's go. And let's get ready. It's going to be a heck of a ball game if this score holds up, which I think it will with Southern Lab leading Central Catholic, and we'll all load up. And we'll head down to Baton Rouge next week.
I tell you what, I'm taking the kittens.
Yeah, that's right.
Anybody want some of that action?
That's right. It was a dominant performance by the Eagles, over 400 yards. 409 outgained St. Mary 409 by 409 yards, and just in all facets of the game. Really in the second half on the ground, first half on the ground too. Zach White with 4 touchdowns tonight. Others with rushing touchdowns were Macon Leonard, Jude Turner, and Tate Hamby, and then the one receiving touchdown for Tate. Other than that, nobody scored.
Well,
I mean,
I tell
that
you
was
what,
it.
you know, Daniel, it's one of those games where, you know, we're going to all have an opportunity. This Eagle team's going to have an opportunity to celebrate early tonight. You know why? Because they ran the clock in the second half.
That's right. You know,
This game was decided in the first half.
It was
42
2 hours start to finish.
42 to nothing at the half, which
Yep.
gave us the opportunity to do that, and the Eagles added to that lead. They beat a good St. Mary's football team tonight. They handled them. They dominated this team, and they played themselves into having an opportunity to travel to Baton Rouge next week and take on, I would say, probably haven't seen a whole lot of the rest of the teams in this field, but I've seen enough to know that Southern Lab and Ouachita Christian may be
That's the cream of the crop.
maybe the two teams that you would least likely want to face in this run for a state championship. So,
Yeah.
you know, hey, great win for the Eagles tonight. And, you know, want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Want to thank Nick White down on the field with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Of course, Donnie Haley with the numbers. And DK, without you, we are a ship without a rudder, as Daniel does a great job tonight. But, hey, look, everybody gets an early night tonight. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to take an early night. We're going to get out of this
We
booth
are.
because
No,
you
we
know
are.
what we got to do? We got to start prepping.
We got a road trip
to go to Baton Rouge next week to bring you next week's games. And again, I think Southern Lab's going to hang on to that thing and win it. So I think it's going to be interesting. We're going to broadcast the game from Southern.
Yep.
They actually play on the campus of Southern University. So it'll be an opportunity. Nick, you ever done a game from down at Southern?
Hey, yeah, I'm still here. I was about to head up to you guys. You know what? Golly, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm trying to think college or no, I've never done a game. I've done a game against Southern University in basketball, but I have not done a game down. Like, do they? Daniel, do you know? Do they play at Southern Stadium?
Oh, they play at Southern Stadium.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
so
do.
we'll have a nice. You guys will have a nice press
view.
box.
Yeah,
and
nice
a
view.
nice view and all that.
Home of the
so-
Jags.
Yeah. You know, and they have the Bayou Classic this upcoming
That's
weekend
right.
down there against Grambling. But no, I've done a game against Southern, but I've never done a game down at Southern.
Well, you're going to get to do one next week, man.
I'm looking forward to it. Just make sure we all load up the truck and we head down there. So we'll go get some good food and hopefully call a semifinal victory.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, the Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to win this one going away as they defeat St. Mary's tonight, 56-0. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Of course, as I mentioned, thank Nick White for his work down on the sideline. Donnie Haley up here getting this thing done with the numbers. DK, as always. And, you know, again, want to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's quarterfinal playoff contest between the Ouachita Christian
Hey, our
Eagles.
guy Miller Sims up here,
Oh, my
too.
goodness. How do I
Yeah.
forget Miller? I don't
Yeah.
forget Miller. The problem is, you know what Miller does?
He's too good.
He's quiet. He sits right in the middle of us, and the only thing he does is his job perfectly.
Yep.
Every time, on time. So, of course, look, when you're pushing the buttons that get us on and off the air, you think we're going to get this done without Miller? Of course not.
That's right.
So we want to thank Miller for everything that he does. The Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to, in all likelihood, travel to Baton Rouge next week to take on the Southern Lab Kittens. And I want to invite you to join us. As I mentioned, you know, hey, you never know. Maybe a miraculous comeback could take place. But in all likelihood, we're going to be taking on the Kittens next week.
Either
I wanna
way,
invite you.
we're in the semifinals.
Absolutely. So, hey, tune in next week, 7 o'clock. The Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to be on the air.
Giving Tuesday, coming up this Tuesday. Be sure to donate to a charitable organization, preferably Ouachita Christian School. Go to OCS.org, scroll down to the donate button, and push it. And, hey, pay it forward. Help this school prepare youth for time and eternity.
Thanks a lot. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's contest. Ouachita Christian wins this one big, 56-0. You've been listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.